I want to tell y'all that I really enjoyed my birthday. Yeah. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. This is your girl, the real deal and collector skill. Reaction, yes, yes. I want to tell y'all that I want to thank everyone that serviced my birthday today. I'm so happy. Thank you. I enjoyed my birthday. But now it's time to get back to business. It's time to get back to business, y'all. I saw a video. I saw a video that I couldn't understand, y'all. And I want to help this young man because back during the time when they did the Kanika Jenkins community, the visions was full off. I mean, they got people thinking everything. But it don't make sense. The vision that they had in the Kanika Jenkins case didn't make sense. So we're going to get into that, okay? Give y'all time to get up in here, okay? Oh, I forgot to turn on my music. ah, me don't hear my music. I don't know. You don't hear my music. Oh, that's very dull. Okay, let me turn off my heater. Minnie, you gotta get off from under me, Minnie. You gotta get off from under me, Minnie. Get in your bed. Yeah, y'all. Me about to get into one of the YouTuber video back in the days. Back in the day when this happened to Kanika Jenkins. I don't know what's something wrong with some of these people with these footages. Back in the days when they had the Kanika Jenkins case, there was a lot of cases back there that I never understand. So we're gonna go over this young man's, a young lady. I don't know. It's her video, but we are going to react to it. It calls Kanika Jenkins. You said this video is Kanika Jenkins getting murder. Why would they put the video out there of Kanika Jenkins getting murder? What was wrong with y'all back then? What was wrong with y'all back then? Cause said Kanika Jenkins was getting murder. Y'all really think that they will put a video out here saying that Kanika was murdered just because the mother said Kanika was murdered? We're gonna look at this video and y'all tell me what y'all see because I can't say y'all. I can't see shut up. We're gonna look over this man video called Lord Footage. Lord Footage. Baby, what the heck is this we're looking at? You can't even take this video in a courtroom and prove what's going on. The judge would think something wrong with you, homegirl or homeboy. I don't know what you are. I don't know who you are. What the hop is this? You think the judge and the lawyers have time to figure out stuff? I'm gonna give y'all time to get in here. We're going to have fun with this video. Lord of the Footage, I think that's his name. Or that's her name, I don't know. What kind of vision do you have? You cannot take this to court and figure that the judge wants to figure it out. Nobody have time to figure this video out. What are y'all looking at now? Look at this. What are you looking at? Tell the real deal needs to go. Can I tell you what I see? I see images. I see I see nothing. I see something. I don't know what to say. You know what kind of visions is this? It's the same thing that Brian Kohlberger had. The vision is called snow vision. This look like snow vision. This is what you call snow vision. This is what Brian Kohlberger had in the Idaho Fort murder. Because I want to help this guy with a man, a woman, I don't know. Get that attitude if you want to, but you shouldn't. Me don't have snow vision, but I don't know what I'm looking at right here. I'm going to help you with your video. I want to believe your video, but I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm going to hit the play button because you don't have no song. No song. What the devil is this? Okay, I don't see nothing. What the world is this? And y'all killed me back then doing this. Let me stop this video right quick. Back during the time when they were doing the Kanika Jenkins case, we had all kind of people out there trying to figure this case out. Y'all vision was full. That's why she didn't win. Y'all vision was terrible. You want somebody to believe this video? How do you want somebody to believe this video and we're not sitting nothing? We're not sitting nothing. Nothing. Look at that. Stop this video. I want y'all to tell me what you're sitting. What are you sitting? What are you sitting? Look at this, y'all. Look at this video. I'm going to hit this play. Let's go. Tell me what you see in the video right here. I'm not going to pretend that I see something in the video and I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. Let me help this young man, you know. What is this? Let me see. Can I see this shot? Oh my God, this what's okay? All I see is what? You know what? I don't see nothing. Y'all want somebody to figure out what's going on in this Kanika Jenkins community? I don't see nothing. You said the video is Kanika Jenkins getting murder. Getting what? Getting murder? Don't you dare tell nobody this. Don't tell nobody that Kanika Jenkins is getting murder and we can't see shots. I'm not going to be nobody's friend saying I see something. Me see snow vision. Okay, I'm gonna try to see what y'all turn people back then saying in the Kanika Jenkins community where they were saying that look at the video and you will see something. All the videos that you can't see nothing, you can see something. What's wrong with y'all people? What is going on in the community? Is this community serious? What do you see? I see snow vision. I don't have snow vision. My vision is okay, but I don't have this. What is this? Oh, so you want me to say that I see somebody murdering Kanika Jenkins? No, I don't. I'm not going to say that. I cannot take this to court and prove to my judge, or the people, or the jury, Do they see somebody murdering somebody? No, I'm not gonna do that. They would think something wrong with me if I take this video to somewhere and tell the jury to look at this and see that you see Kanika get murdered. I'd be telling a liar. I become a liar. Because this video do not show me nothing but snow vision. What is wrong with the people in the Kanika Chicken community back then? Y'all claim y'all was right about everything, but y'all have not solved nothing. Y'all didn't solve nothing. What is this mess? My dog don't know what this is. Look at this mess. And he is actually sitting here enjoying his own video. Want us to tell us that Kanika is getting murdered. Where? Where is Kanika in this video getting murdered? Y'all people is out of sight. Where? Where is she getting murdered? You're wanting to be your friend in the Kanika Chicken community. Where is Kanika getting murdered in this thing right here? I don't even know what I'm looking at. And you want to solve a case of Kanika Jenkins? What's wrong with y'all? That's why people don't believe in it, because y'all are all over the place. Who is this person making this video? You need to be fired. Who is this? I'm gonna, what? Lord Footage? Lord Footage? I see why you got 1.9K subscribers. What the heck is this person? What? What? And you are actually sitting here looking at this video for hours? Okay, I'm gonna sit here. You want me to lie and say what I see Kanika getting murdered in this video? Let me see. The real deal gonna keep it real to you. Let me see. All I see is snow vision. I don't even see snow vision. I just see nothing. Let me be quiet and try to concentrate on this. You really want me to be a lawyer and concentrate on this? Not concentrate, but concentrate on this video? Okay, let me pretend. I'm trying to be honest. I'm trying to be honest. I can't believe somebody would look at this mess and believe it. That's why Kanika case is not solved yet. It would never get solved for a mess like this. What is you looking at? God, I ain't lying, and I can't lie. I can't lie. The real deal cannot lie. What is this? What? What is you saying? Let me turn the video volume. Gosh. Yeah, let me turn the volume down so maybe I can hear something I don't hear more. These videos are off the chain. They want someone to believe they stuff, but no story here. There's no story. Y'all see why Kanika case not solved? Because y'all didn't show us nothing to make it solve. Then she getting murdered in this video. I would like to see. What y'all see? Okay, I start the video. Okay, what is she getting? Where is Kanika? The title is Kanika. What? What is that? Kanika for one got murdered? Where? How you gonna put a title up there said Kanika Jenkins for one got murdered and show us some bull mess like this? Where is she getting murdered at? Oh Lord. See, the people, some of them people back then, y'all messed up the Kanika Jenkins case because Y'all want to put something out here and want somebody to look at this mess and figure it out. I don't see where Kanika getting murderer in this case right here. Look, what? What? Okay, let's find another video, y'all. This is awful. This is awful. I can't even watch that video. Let's find another case where Kanika Jenkins getting murdered. Let's find another one, y'all. Let's find another video. Y'all got a lot of videos out there. Don't nobody need to create anymore. Kanika Jenkins getting murdered. Nobody else need to make any more. We can go with y'all videos. Y'all videos told us that Kanika Jenkins was getting murdered. So why make any more? Kanika Jenkins getting okay. Let's go to the film. Let me see what I see in the casket. Let me see Kanika Jenkins in the casket. Whew. Kanika Jenkins service and pictures. Now that makes sense. They say service. Now I'm so scared to turn on this video. This was 5 years ago. I really am scared to turn this on. Y'all even got Neek.
Recordings. Just
Y'all even got Neek at night lying about this. Wow. And got her name up here big time. Uh-uh. I can't do that. I can't do the music, baby. Trying to figure out the picture. I can't. I can't. I can't do no. I don't want to hear that music while I'm trying to look at a funeral. Nick ain't break no silence. Okay. So that's Kanika in the casket, right? Is this Kanika? Them some big old men. Them the real funeral home men. What is this? Hold up. Hold up. Stop. 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 Let's go back. Let's go back, y'all. Please watch this with the real deal of me again, because I want to make some sense out of it. Look, y'all. Look. Okay. Why is her family not out here looking at them taking the cast inside there, setting it up? Somebody else got there early. Okay. Okay. Stop. I'm not gonna say this is not Kanika. I'm not gonna say it is Kanika. I'm not gonna say if it is or not. Why is her mouth pent? I never seen nobody do this at a funeral. I don't see. I know somebody working in a funeral home and they can fix them to where they mouth not. What is this? Why they hiding this? Let us see this. This is part of Kanika. What's wrong with her mouth? Usually, when you go to a funeral, I know this girl can fix Kanika up like herself, like the picture of Kanika Jenkins. I know a young lady that works at the funeral home, been there for years, and she can fix Kanika up to look like Kanika Jenkins. She can she can fix a person up. If you give her a picture of them, and she can make them look like the person that you know, your loved one. I'm telling y'all, I know somebody do that. Kanika didn't even look like this. Kanika did not look like this and when she came out the freezer. Kanika didn't look like this. I'm not saying that this not Kanika. I'm trying to say that this picture don't even look like the girl who came out the freezer. She didn't even look like this coming out the freezer. Kanika didn't even wear her hair like this. Her hair wasn't even like this in the freezer. Her hair wasn't even like this. What's up, baby? No, her mouth wasn't like this in the freezer. Let me show you a picture. I'm just gonna go back and show the picture. Oh, okay. I tell you what, I drop the link and let you talk. I drop the link and let you talk while I look for stuff. Hey, lovely. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just gonna keep it real what I see. I'm about to put this right here, like this. I'm about to put this down here and I'm gonna tell y'all what I see. Okay. I'm gonna drop the link if you want to come up here, you can. But I'm about to go find the picture of Kanika out the freezer. Because I'm not gonna play with this case. My word podcast, there go the link right there. Hit that link. Kanika Jenkins in the freezer. Jenkins in freezer. Hold on, baby. What's up,
Hello.
Shouty?
Hey.
Man, YouTube delete y'all. Wait, let me go back right here. YouTube delete
Listen,
all my mods. I
check it
don't
out,
know
right?
why. This ain't the first time that happened now. Show graphic. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all this
I'm
video of her
echoing.
in the freezer. Okay. Okay, here we go. Hold on for
It's
1 second. How
echoing.
you doing, boo?
I'm doing good. I'm hearing
Uh,
that echo.
okay. Okay.
There we go. All right.
Trying to
I
see that
cut the
freezer.
echo off. All right. Listen. Remember,
I'm here.
There was a photo of her laying on her back.
Okay, I'm about to find it. About to find it right now.
You know what's also crazy is I think the police moved that body before it got taken out the freezer. They
You
tampered with
think
that
that
body.
okay, now what you I want you to finish saying what you were gonna say about the body in the freezer.
Okay, listen. Remember the photo of her laying on her back?
Uh-huh.
Okay, listen. Remember her lip? Her
Now
lip.
look, now you sound like me with my word. Now listen, now you gonna have to say another word because that's my word.
Oh my god! Listen, her lip was when the picture of her when she was laying on her back. Her lip looked like somebody punched her in the mouth. It looked swollen, like her to me.
Say what you want to
Watch, you
say.
gonna see the picture. You gonna be like, man. You are gonna be like, yeah,
I
you right.
seen the picture. I've been here
All right,
since they
show the
made it.
picture. You are gonna be like, the lip,
I seen
that
it.
area looked the same. Go to image. Yep, images. Yep. There's the one of her laying on her back.
Yeah, let me find it.
Uh, where's the image of her laying on her
I
back?
know, cause they had one. Let me see.
Yeah. Did
There you
you
go.
Google? Are you using Google? That's not Google. Oh, it is Google.
My word podcast. I've
That
been
is
doing it for a while, man. I ain't new to
right there.
this.
There you go. There you
I
go.
see it.
Now look at her lip. Look like somebody hit her in the mouth. Dead in the mouth.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Now I want to go right here, and I
Now
want to come back to
zoom
right
in.
here. This ain't got nothing to do with Kanika mouth like this.
What? Go
I'm gonna
back to
tell
the
you
other
something.
picture. Go back to the other
Listen
picture.
now. You listen. Now I know a young lady,
Yep.
my play sister. She
Uh,
been working with people for the longest. You give her a picture of the person that loved one, for
yeah.
whatever kind of condition or accident or anything, she can make them look like themselves.
I understand.
This here is that lip don't have to be like this. Ain't nothing wrong with her. I would rather see her lip like this instead of like this in the cast.
That's not even a clear picture. That ain't even
Thank you.
clear.
I would rather see my loved one lip like this
Like that.
instead of this mess. I'm not saying that this is not Kanika.
Mhm.
I'm just saying that I know a girl when it did this to her lip. I wish I can get her. She does this
Are
every
you
day for
saying
me.
what's the name of the person that do the body and the makeup? What's that? They got a name for it. What's
Yeah,
it called?
yeah.
What's that called? Do you know? I forgot the
No, I
name.
don't know what they call, but I heard in the mortgage, Marcus. Do I have one of her in the funeral home? Lovely. Let me see. In the
That
funeral
was
home.
her at a funeral
Oh,
home.
okay, lovely. That's what I do. Okay, we're gonna go from here, y'all.
That
Lovely
was
want me to
her.
pull one up with her in the. Y'all hear some music?
I hear music.
What the heck that come from? Oh, We don't want to do that. Okay,
No.
okay. I'm gonna show you, baby. I'm gonna find her in the film. I know what she talking about in the funeral home. Okay,
Funeral.
baby, let me put it up for you, lovely. Okay, Kanika Jenkins. Kanika. Huh? Yeah, and Kanika Jenkins and funeral home. Here we go. Film. Back at let me say funeral home. What you doing, Woke?
I'm doing woke. I got my kids are here.
Let me
They,
see.
they in their room.
The funeral home. I know what picture she talking about. Uh,
I didn't know there was another. There's another picture floating around.
it's a lot of picture on Google. A lot of pictures on Google.
Man.
Hey, Chloe.
Oh,
There
you?
you go.
Yeah, I
There
saw
you
that
go.
photo.
There you go.
Now,
This was lovely. I'm gonna get lovely. I'm gonna get people
her
what they
lip
ask.
look messed up right there too.
Show do. We about to look at this.
Bro, we need to compare the three pictures.
We about to look at these. And we about to keep it
That
real
don't
with
look
what
like
we
her either. That look like three different people.
this. Now this is what lovely want to see. This. Okay, let's go to
I hate that picture.
let's go to here. Where my other picture? And we gonna go to here.
That's two different people.
Okay, here we go. We're going to here.
To the freezer,
Here.
to the morgue.
Okay, and here.
Now I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Now this morgue photo, did they bury her with a wig?
See, I don't know. I'm
Because
trying.
look,
We trying to.
that
Hey,
to
then what
me,
we gonna do? No, we gonna work with this.
to
We gonna
me,
go. We gonna work with these pictures. We gonna work
I
with.
know that, but her hair looked
Okay, here we go. We
like
gonna
they
work with
did
this.
her hair, like they put a wig on her hair. You know what I'm saying?
Kanika lips.
Let me just say this: from the 10th to the 30th, and two autopsies, how you want her to look.
No, I'm just gonna be going through what I took my time to look for.
From the 10th to the 30th.
Let me just. Chloe said. Let me just say this: from the 10th
That's
until the 30th, and to autopsy. How you want? I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I'm gonna say
decent.
it.
They saying the body changed.
Let me tell y'all this. The funeral. Let's go for here.
No, you got to go from that.
That ain't
Yep.
even looking bad.
No, actually, you got to go back to the freezer, then to that, then to
Okay.
the start with the freezer. Yeah,
That
there you
ain't bad.
go. No,
That ain't bad, Chloe.
listen. Supposedly, she was wearing a wig that night. That night,
Okay.
that
Okay, you
moment.
said
They trying to say this a wig because if you
no, they
look
ain't
at the
talking about the
front,
wig. We talking about the lips right here. She
oh,
said
okay, yeah,
the freezer and the more look alike. Okay, she said the freezer and
in
the
the
more.
morgue, look
Okay, here
alike.
we go. They
Because
do.
look, obviously her hair's shorter, so that a wig she had on? You feel me? Look how
Okay.
short her hair is
Now
now.
her lip right here
They
look
took her
okay to
wig
me.
off.
The lip okay. We gonna get to the hair. We got to finish this. Y'all go too fast about stuff.
My
Can't
bad.
settle this fast.
We did go for
Okay,
the
the
lip.
lip.
Yeah, you
This
right.
is not. This is what I want to do. The
The
lip,
lip. Yep.
lip,
She was hitting the mouth.
lip, lip.
Somebody punched her in the lip.
Huh?
I think somebody attacked her in the mouth, hit her in the mouth.
Now, still, Chloe. Chloe, I don't care what you say. This lip
That's a
would not be
sew-in or
looking
something.
like this. They could make. I don't care how many days her body was out. I know a girl can make her look like her. Make it look like this lip right here. Make it look better than this lip. It can make it look better than this lip. It can make it look better than this lip. Now you can't tell me. I know for a fact that a person. I know this girl can make a person look like a person, look
So
like that person, because
so
that's
you
what her
telling
job
me,
is.
you
But
telling me,
everybody don't know how to do that.
so listen, you telling me if a person was attacked and when they pass or whatever and they lips happen to be swollen, you telling me a funeral director will be
I
able
didn't
to
say a
get,
funeral director.
well, whoever does the lip part, you telling me that person it will be
That girl
able
can
to get
make
the
you look like your
swelling
picture.
down? You
That
telling me
young
that
lady can make
person,
you look like your picture. I'm telling you.
how?
She make you. She. I can't tell you how. Shit.
Man, we need how? Her
She can
lips
do it.
right there in the purple. It looks like it was
She
made
can
to
make a
stay closed.
person look like them. That picture. You ain't got to do nothing but get that person a picture.
Hey, that they drain your. Oh, listen, yeah, because look, if you go back to the freezer picture, right?
Wait, let me go back.
Her
Hold on,
mouth
slow
was
down.
open.
Let's go back to the free. Let's go back. Let's go slow in on her. Go right here.
Her mouth was open. Her lips not touching.
Okay.
Now, go if you go to the funeral home
Well,
picture,
hold on. Let me go to the funeral home.
lips
Okay.
closed. They
Wow. Okay.
closed
So
them.
what you just say? What you just say about this picture?
Her lips are not touching at all right there.
Okay. Slow down. And then what you
She
just
went
said
from
about this?
not touching to
And what you say?
touching. Touching. Like her mouth closed now.
What they telling you?
That means they drain the swelling down.
And
I don't know what else. They probably put. I don't know if they put lip gloss on there. I don't know. I don't know because
talk,
I don't know.
talk. You got to
I'm just
talk.
guessing.
You said this.
Yes, mouth open, no lips are touching right there at all. Her lips not even touching. She like this to
And
close.
what you say about this?
Mouth is closed. Lips touching.
And you gonna tell me that her lip supposed to look like this at the funeral home?
Her lips are
No.
still touching.
Yeah,
Listen, because look,
Lovely
it won't.
said my cousin was out from February until the end of March, and she looked as thank you, Lovely.
Herself another
I'm
lady in the
telling Lovely,
California.
I'm not about to prove myself to these people of
So
the
I got
United
a
States of
question though.
America.
I got a question for
Lovely,
them
you
in the
are
chat.
so right. I
Do
just
y'all
said
think that's two
another
different
lady
people
was
then?
out from January. I don't care what nobody say. I know my cousin can make you look like yourself. And I told her when she was at this, it all depends on the funeral home and they makeup.
Do y'all
Everybody don't
think
know
that's
how to
two
do
different
that.
people?
Everybody don't know how to make a person look like themselves. Everybody at the funeral home can't make a person look like themselves.
You know what? I think I figured it out. I could be wrong still, but look, if you go back to the funeral home to that casket photo,
You want me to go to the funeral home?
yes, go to that photo. She didn't have no makeup on yet. They didn't even put no makeup on her yet.
Thank you.
Now look, go back to the casket photo. They put makeup on her lip. That's why it looked like that. Boom, figured it out. They put makeup on her. They put because you look. If you look at this photo, that looked like you see them two red lines.
Well,
Them two red lines on her bottom lip. Them two red lines.
right here.
Yep, it's two. It's a red line and a
Okay, I'm trying to
yep
put it on
red.
there to my this and what?
Yep, and a red. Now
And
go
where the
go to
red?
the funeral home.
So you
All
say
that's
it's two
gone.
red lines right here. Where are they?
I don't know. It looked like she bit her lip or somebody hit her in the mouth. One of the other.
Podcast. You can't keep changing it.
No, she either. I've been saying she looked like she
Oh,
got hit in the mouth.
wait. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Wait,
She
Chloe.
somebody
Hold
hit her in
on.
the mouth. So
What
her
you say?
attacker,
Why you always got to complain when I say something? 'Cause I ain't gonna believe that nobody say until I
somebody hit
see
her
it.
in the mouth.
Come on, Chloe.
Hey, I can't
Hey.
stay
Hello.
long. I'm in the middle of something. I just wanted to say this real quick. Just for y'all's own knowledge.
Huh?
What you're saying about your friend can make somebody look this way and that way, you're probably right. I don't know who your friend is, so I'm gonna take your word at it. But what I can tell
That's
you
my
is,
place, sister. She work at a different funeral home than up this Donna Trimble funeral
yeah,
home. Every
Mm-hmm.
funeral
what I
home
was gonna
does
say is
different
what
makeup. She
exactly
got
what
her
people
own
don't
makeup.
realize is when they go in and to prepare the body, they drain out all your fluids.
I know that.
And
So you
then when they're
saying
putting the fluid, okay, wait a minute. When they put that fluid back, when they put whatever fluid that they're gonna put in you, they actually have to pick what color they
the
want your skin
embalming?
pigment to be, all this
Yeah,
other good stuff. So in reality, if you really want to say somebody is super talented and you want to push the envelope, you could have somebody look like a totally different person if that's what they wanted. So really, I don't know what y'all the whole topic is because I just slid through, but
right.
trying to compare her pictures before and after the funeral is not really going to work because it depends on whoever prepared her body, how they did the procedures, whatever
Exactly.
they did, that type of thing. So that's not going to help out. But as far as her hair goes, that's what you see
That was
right
a
there
wig.
on.
They took
Yeah,
the wig
she has.
off. They took the lashes off. They got the swelling down on her lips. Everything.
Well, that's easy because my mom had when she passed away,
Look,
she had peritonitis, and
this
they
picture
had
right here. You see them
gained 200
eyelashes?
pounds.
Look
Yeah,
how
those are
long
fake eyelashes.
them fake eyelashes. Now go to the picture in the
Yes, they're
morgue. Them
fake.
eyelashes are gone. They took them off.
Well, did you think that they were going to leave him on there?
Well, no, I'm not saying they were going to leave them on. I'm just saying that's another thing
They
that you
have to
can
take all that
easily
off when they're
notice.
doing the autopsy. If you read the autopsy reports, they cut
Huh?
her sew-in out. They had to cut some of the hair to get the sew-in out, and the
Oh,
white fake fingernails, all that stuff is all listed in there. The fake eyelashes.
oh,
She had body piercings from her head to her toe. I just
yeah.
put it
They
like
said
that.
she had nipples piercing. They said she had a belly button piercing. They say her belly button piercing was ripped out in the freezer by one of the officers. I'm like, what?
No, it was not ripped out. They took it out and gave it to Teresa. It
They
was
took
not
it
ripped
out
out.
before she even got to the like. They use it
When
as
when
evidence.
the medical the medical examiner had gone in and looked at her in the freezer. He took some pictures and he told if you actually believe it or not, I didn't believe it until I researched it. Told the ones that was going to transport her to the medical examiner's office, which is the funeral home
Mm-hmm.
of Evanston, told them to go ahead and remove certain articles of her property, and they took photographs, they tagged it, they made record of it, and they gave it back to Teresa.
Listen, the killer's DNA could have been on that belly button ring. Why would you take belly button rings and why? If they didn't take, if they didn't dust those
I can
things
tell
for
you the reason
evidence,
why
why they
they're
take it?
saying. I can give you the reason that they said, but I doesn't mean that I agree with it. Okay.
Right.
The reason that they said that they did it was because they didn't see any signs of foul play.
No, 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 no,
Chloe,
no.
Yes.
this picture
That is.
is when.
Yes, ma'am.
This picture is when.
What's the date on that picture? What, I don't even
No,
know.
I'm talking to Chloe now. This picture is
That
when.
picture right there is, according to Teresa and the girls that were there when it was taken, was a couple of days before the funeral when they went in to
Okay,
prepare the body. Do
stop,
the
Chloe. Hold
okay.
up, hold up.
What?
This right here. Hold up, baby. Right here. This is
Okay,
when.
I'm just.
This is
It
when,
was a day
Chloe.
or two before the funeral.
A day or
That was
two.
September 10th.
Okay, this the funeral was on. Okay, this was on the 10th.
The one with the blue right there in the freezer. That's the 10th. Yes.
That's the day they found her.
And this is the what?
And then the one right there with the brown gown on or whatever that is. That was the funeral was on the 30th. So it was that photo was taken 1 or 2 days prior to that when
Like the
the
28th.
girl went down there to do her hair.
Okay, listen. Now I'm trying to make it understand, baby. This was 2 days. This was on the 10th.
That's on the 10th.
They saying that.
This this is on the 11th, on the 13th, or the
That's 20
30th.
days later. Just say 20 days later. Yeah.
20.
20 days later.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Usually funerals are a week later.
Some of them.
Kanika was found on the 10th. She was buried on the 30th. She had 2 autopsies
That's
done in
a long
between.
time to be out.
Y'all didn't know that her funeral was on September 30th?
That's the long time to be out.
It is,
They
but
left her
they
body
wanted
out for body out for a long time for a reason.
because they wanted to get the private. They hired a private medical examiner to do a private autopsy.
Okay, good. Okay, now I want to go back to
That's
this.
where the second autopsy comes in.
This is Kanika regular face.
Yes, and if you look at
Okay,
right there, what you see
wait.
right-
No, boo. I'm just walking one step because you answered my question the way I want you to do it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
This is
verifying
her
it for
regular
you.
face. Listen, this is her
Yes, it
regular
is.
face. This
Yes,
picture
it
right
is.
here is where the fluid is, it's where her body gonna swell up. Because I know I
Yes,
seen
it
my
is.
dad body swell. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Two. This
Mhm.
right here is
the one in the
the
freezer. She's going through changes already.
yeah.
Yes.
And this one right here is okay. Let me take look at her lips.
So
You
can I
can
tell you?
make this. You can make up. You can. Okay, look. I understand what y'all say, but look, different. Listen to what I'm saying, y'all. Different funeral homes have different makeup artists. I know
Yeah, they
what
don't
I'm
call
talking
them that,
about.
but that I know what you're saying. Yes,
All funeral. Okay, let
exactly.
me finish, boo. All
They
funeral
have their own
homes
private people. Yeah,
all funeral home can't make a person look like themselves. Okay, but look at Kanika right
exactly.
here. That's right. You're right. Everybody don't, because you go to one funeral, you be like, no, my mama didn't look like that, or my dad. He doesn't look like
It's
that.
it's
But
it's just
everybody
like a
ain't good,
tattoo
y'all.
person. Yeah,
Okay, now look,
everybody ain't
right
good
here.
at what they do.
That's right. Look, y'all. Look at her face right here. Look at her right here. Look
Yes,
at her
ma'am.
right here. Look at her right here. This it wouldn't have looked like this.
Okay, what you said, what they said right there. Okay, because my friend went to the funeral. Okay,
Mm.
he said he didn't know if they used glue or if they stitched it, but he said her lips looked like that they did something to make them stay closed, which they will do that. They will sew them together or they will
Told
glue
you.
them
I
together to
knew
make
it.
them stay
I
closed.
knew it. I
But
knew it.
they
I knew it.
closed right here, y'all. What is y'all talking about?
But if it's not gonna, it's closed right there because does that mean it's gonna stay that way? I don't know. Is how is her head
Yeah,
propped up or not
I don't
propped up? I don't
understand
know.
it.
I can tell from these
But you know what,
photographs.
Chloe? I can understand it being open right here. I can.
Yes,
But
most
I
people
don't
don't die with their
understand.
lips closed. Yeah,
Yeah, and they got it's closed right here.
Now I got a question about this picture.
Okay.
Is this
okay.
before or after she was embalmed?
You talking about in the brown there?
Yeah, before or
Yeah.
after?
I'm gonna take an educated guess using context clues, and I'm gonna say
Probably
that that would have
after
been afterwards
he was already embalmed. Okay. Okay.
because if I'm not mistaken, that's the first thing that takes place once that process starts is they drain the fluid and then they put the other stuff in there, whatever they're gonna put in there, and here's another thing, not everybody uses embalming fluid.
So don't
Then what they using?
nothing.
Whatever the law allows in
Huh?
their
Whatever
area.
they do, they supposed to use embalming fluid. Everybody use different. That's what I said. Different funeral home.
Oh,
That's
oh,
It
that's
depends
us.
on what
new
the
to
law
me. Oh,
requires. I
I ain't
mean,
never heard
like
that.
with
Oh,
with everybody was upset, like with Kendrick Johnson having the newspaper and sawdust and stuff. But when they looked it up and researched it, guess what? That's allowed by law.
Y'all, if she gonna swell up, y'all. Your body do swell up now. Your body do swell up now.
man.
Now, when they got right here, got her in the funeral home, Kanika looking beautiful, looking like herself, allegedly. Okay, we shouldn't have to see this.
The reason she didn't have no that's because they did her up. They put the makeup on.
Her family did. The ones that they got, the family got to
Exactly.
go
They
in there and
said,
do
"Look,
that.
we want makeup."
Oh,
They
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 got their
buried
own
her with
person to do
makeup
that.
on, lip gloss,
What
and
you see right there with the
eyeshadow.
purple,
She got
that was
eyeshadow
done by
on.
I can tell you who actually did that because I got the post from it.
Hmm.
The girl, I say it's a girl, but it's a guy, but whatever. She went in and after she did what she did, her and the cousins made a post and they were talking about it. So that's how I know.
They were talking about it too, wasn't they?
They were
But
talking about
Chloe,
how that the one that went in there and did her hair and her
yeah,
makeup. It
yeah.
wasn't the funeral home. What we see right here in the brown, that's the
Uh
funeral
huh.
home did that stuff.
They made her
The funeral
look.
home did that stuff.
Well, they really ain't even finished. They doing her hair.
Okay, because
But let me ask
Teresa
y'all.
wanted to have Teresa wanted to have that guy, the girl, whatever, that person come in and do her hair and makeup. And they, looking at it from one day to the next, to me, it looks like they overdid it.
So did they did
I
they
ain't mean to run
overdid
your
it.
man off
You are so right. They overdid this makeup right here. They
on the
overdid
purple, yeah.
that. But
But
you know what, Chloe, you know what? They look like a wig.
the
They
what?
look like a wig.
Which
That's
one?
not a wig.
In the brown, that's her natural hair right
I'm
there.
talking about. I know the brown, but I'm talking about this picture where I got right here, boo. Right
Okay, in
here.
the freezer, they said that was a sew in.
This ain't no sew in.
I don't know the difference. I
That's
ain't
not.
never had
That's
to
not how
have.
she. And you know what? Sew in. Uh, if
I don't know.
I don't
I've
either.
never had to experience it. I'm just telling you what they said. It
I
was a
know
sew
I
in.
will sew
So
in. I will sew in, and it look like it's probably this supposed to be over here. I'm trying to figure her, make it look like
because to me, right there, the little bit I know, it looks like why she got some leave out.
what she
Why does
got
it
to
all
what
look?
out, Chloe.
It looks like it's got leave out. You know how some people.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm just gonna say I don't know much, but I learned a little bit. Okay,
Uh huh.
and that's what it looks like. But when she's you know walking around, she don't have no leave out. So I don't know. Is that something that just got thrown out there because she got her hair all twisted and turned? I don't know.
This is it look like a whole different hair. You know, it's like a
Like I said, I don't know because I don't even know. what it was made of because I know that has something to do with it too, as far as how it looks
And
when the
that
moisture
and you
gets
know
to
what?
it.
It looked like you know what, Chloe? It looked like dog hair. It looked like flat. It's
It look
nasty.
like it got mange.
Yeah.
I ain't want to say it, but I let you say it. I mean, and I don't again because I've never messed with any kind of
We
hair accessories like that, so I don't even know what happens when you get moisture on it or
it
like
looked like a real hair. It looked like all depends now. You know what,
depends on the on
Chloe?
what it's made out of.
There you go. It all depends on did she have human hair in her hair, or then when they turn her over, they could have messed her hair up.
Yes.
They could have messed her hair. They could have went
And well,
flip
okay, look,
over.
when they originally turn her over, if you look at the first pictures, her hair's still across her face. So
Yeah, I
the
saw
men,
that.
okay, the men move her hair out of her face to take more pictures.
Yeah, and I said, well, maybe they messed her hair up when they flipped her over.
Maybe I
And the
mean, my thing is
eyelashes
this.
is terrible. This
Okay,
this
that's what I
is
was gonna say. We heard a lot of people, or I heard a lot of people in this community say, "Oh, Kanika was always on fleek, and she was this and she was that, and she wore the high dollar this and high dollar that." Reality is, she was not in a position at that time to get expensive weaves or get expensive uh, lashes. She wasn't, and you know where the proof of that is
mhm.
when she texts Monifa and says, because first off, she hasn't started her new job yet, but when she texts Monifa about going to the movies, and Monifa says that she was going to get an Uber or a taxi or whatever to come pick her up, Kanika says, "I'll come pick you up, and you can just give me that money." So
Oh,
Kanika wasn't balling at that moment in her life to be able to
okay.
buy expensive stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, to
Yeah.
me those lashes look like I've never had wore fake lashes either, but to me those lashes don't look as good as my kids. I've seen my daughters with them and stuff.
It
So
look like it's on backwards.
it
It
looks
don't
like
look
it's on. Looks like I tried to put them on her or something shit. And that's why I ain't never tried to put them on me. I don't think I could do it.
could be
But
what.
but again, it, I don't think any of us has ever experienced messing with a, a body that's been expired with the
But you
eyelashes and
know
with the
what?
hair and stuff
To
like
be
that.
honest with you, every
Ah,
funeral home is different. Now,
yes, it is.
my place sister, she can make you. I said, why you didn't do my daddy's? And then she said, oh, you didn't tell me at that time. I said, I wish you had did my daddy makeup. Certain makeup artists are different.
They're better at it than others.
Sure
It's like
is.
if you compare, look, and this is no disrespect to anybody,
Mm-hmm.
but the guys that make tattoos, there's some tattoo artists out there that you can show them a photograph and they can make that tattoo look just like the person in that
That's
photograph.
right. That's right.
And like
And it's
the
some
tattoo that
can't.
Leonora
Uh-huh.
got of Kanika, to me, she got one of the guys out in the neighborhood to do it because that's not a very good tattoo.
Uh-uh.
I
Mm-mm.
don't. I think it didn't do Kanika justice that tattoo she got. And so that's the same thing with what you're saying with the makeup artist. You got some
Mm-hmm.
that maybe the funeral home don't want to pay that much money to have them come in and do it,
That's
so
right.
they just gonna take whatever they can get.
You know
If you
what?
are
You
more of a
sure said it
professional,
right.
you're gonna charge more. Just like
You
your friend, I'm
sure
sure
right
she
now.
charges more. Yeah,
You
I
know
believe.
what, Chloe? You just
Yes, ma'am.
made the difference in the changes of a situation. You just made the difference in a situation. And you know what?
Don't
And that
blame
is
me. Everybody else does. Go ahead.
you right though. Because
Camper.
all
Where's my
makeup
camper?
artists is different. All makeup
Yeah.
artists is different.
Plus, also, you got some that they might be good, but they just got their own preference in thinking, you know what, she needs to look like this, like just like beauticians. When I used to go get my hair cut all the time, I'd be like,
Mhm.
I want it cut this way, and they'd be like, well, I think you look better this way. I don't give a damn what you think. I want my hair cut the way I want my hair cut. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So now, when you're dealing with something like this, it's not like Kanika can sit up and say, "Girl, I don't like the way you did my makeup."
I don't wear all
You
that
see,
stuff on my eye. Why y'all put that stuff on my ass?
she looked
And
like
but
she
you
straight
know
out of
what?
1972.
But I'm gonna tell you something. This girl, everybody, like you said it just cleared out, said it right. Every makeup artist is different
Yep.
because, like I say, my sister can make you. I call her myself. I've been knowing her for years. She can get. They had a gay Kanika that picture. I said, but some people don't know how to do makeup.
But then
Everybody
again,
don't look like you. Cause you'll go to the funeral home. You like, no, that ain't my
Lenita,
aunt.
you
That
gotta
don't even
also
look like my
remember,
aunt.
look at the dress that the family picked out for Kanika to wear.
That's what I'm saying.
That was 1972. So the makeup artist really just matched the outfit. If you think about it,
Made her look
look
like
like
she
I
had on
straight out of
clothes.
1972.
Mm-hmm.
The Pointer Sisters, something. I don't
But
know.
if that's the dress that she had on
That's what
when
they
she
picked
was
out because there was a
going to
picture
a
of her.
prom or something.
No, they had that made for her because they made a post and they had it posted up like the day before the funeral or something like that. They said this is what she's gonna be wearing, and sure enough, that's what she had on. And I thought it was a joke. I thought somebody was just clowning or something.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that's what
But
she really had on.
you made it sense because like you said, different makeup artists do different things. It's a different makeup art. It can be a
And
cheaper,
then
it can be
again, too, you go in there and you get paid for a $5 job, you're gonna get a $5 job. If you pay for a five hundred
that's
dollar
right.
job, you're gonna get a $500 job.
That's right. You right now.
That's all there is to that. But
Because
like right there
you
on
can
the purple, my friend that went to the funeral, he said that her top lip on that purple, that
yeah.
it looked like it was mashed or something, and that's why he was thinking that maybe they glued it
Why in the hell would they glue her lip?
because her mouth wouldn't stay closed.
They could have did better than that, Chloe. But
I
everybody
agree.
different. Everybody
I
different.
agree. But again, this is Leaks and Sons. Leaks and Sons does a lot of funerals for a lot of people that don't really
Can
have a
afford it.
lot of complaints because they ain't got a lot of money.
You
I
right.
just put it as politely as I can.
Yeah.
They do a lot of the gang members and stuff. They do a lot of the gang members.
They got over. Cause they look
And
like in a way it looked like her, but I don't know why they did her hair like this.
now
It's
when
just
that's
Kanika
the
would
way
be
that's the
upset with them.
I would think she'd be upset. But then again, like I said, the guy that did her hair, he was only doing what he was asked to do. Just like whoever put the outfit on her. They gave her the dress to put on her. They put it on her. That's what the family's desires were. You can't argue with them.
So, okay. You
And
can't.
I'll add this into it. If you ever look into Chicago funerals,
Mm,
they all a little bit weird and different anyway, in my
okay.
opinion. They always like the one boy I saw, he was 17, 18 years old. Good
Mm-hmm.
looking little young, teenager when he was alive. Handsome, very handsome.
Mm-hmm.
And they murdered him. But they, where they shot him, it wasn't in the face or nothing like that. So, it wasn't going to affect, the funeral. But when they
Mm-hmm.
made him up, he looked like a porcelain doll. And I'm like, why would they do that to him?
Do that. Yeah. You
He
do
almost
ask
looked,
that question.
Asian or something. I don't know. It just looked weird. But, hey, like I said, and I've learned through research, and I learned this early on, like in 2017, 2018, I started researching Chicago funerals and how they, people looked and stuff. And I was like, and when I talked to my friend that lives over there in Chicago, I was like, y'all weird. When it comes to that stuff, y'all weird.
Yeah.
That's all I could say because they,
But
you
you
know,
right though. You right though. Everybody ain't the same, y'all. Everybody don't do the same thing.
everybody
But
not the same.
let me ask
And
you something, Chloe.
she's not our people for us to have a say so.
That's right.
So we really
And
can't
y'all,
even
I'm not
complain.
disagreeing with Cassie. I'm just saying, but
Oh
that
no,
is the
Lenita ain't got
difference.
no problem disagreeing with me when she
Uh-uh.
don't agree. She'll put me.
But
She'll tell me
that
now,
makes
hush.
sense. Different makeup artists is different. And you just gave you came in here and you popped it up and made sense for
I
me.
mean that's why I said
And
I
I'm
didn't
not
mean to run
used
the
to that.
guy. I didn't want to run the guy off, and I wasn't planning on even staying up here this long because I know that a lot of times when I get up on people's platforms, it gets controversial. But I just wanted to make that clear, because my mother, when she passed away, or before she went in the hospital, she weighed like 150 pounds. But with the
Mhm.
peritonitis, she got all that fluid from the infection, and she was
Mhm.
well over 300 pounds. And at the funeral, they literally had to put her in this special um, bag like thing where if you could picture somebody putting like a bodysuit on, like if you were going to blow them up, with air or something,
Mhm.
where the wrist and the ankles and all that had elastic, stuff like that. They had to put her in something like that because the fluid was still coming out because they couldn't even drain all the fluid from her because she had so much in her. And her funeral was a week, I want to say like a week and a half after she passed away. And but even
Mhm.
for the funeral, they were trying to make it because of the infection, they could only do so much with the body. And
Right.
and the peritonitis had eaten at her organs, and it was starting to get to the skin. So they couldn't really do too much without damaging stuff on the appearance of it. And so that
Mhm.
they put that special body bag type thing on her, and even then, if you look like around where her wrist where you would put the watch or whatever, you could
Mhm.
see moisture was still coming through. It was still trying to seep out through her skin like that.
Mhm.
And if we would have waited any longer to have her funeral, because we were trying to wait for all the different family members to get over here and stuff from out of state,
Mhm.
it would have been really really bad. But I remember this. My mom's face didn't look nothing like my mom. I knew my mom in her my entire life,
That's
nothing at
right.
all, because she was that
And
round.
see.
Her face was so round, and my mom always had a long face. It didn't look
Mhm.
nothing like my mom at all, at all. But that was again, like I said, they tried to drain off all that fluid from the infections and stuff, and they could only do so much because it was starting to damage the skin.
But you right now. You hit it on the nose. You hit it on the nose. Hold on, Chloe.
All
Hold
right,
on. Listen.
give me a cup too while you at it.
Talk to them about the picture right
Where's
there.
my camper? Where's my camper? Talk to
Honey.
them about what? They don't want to hear me talk. They want to hear you talk. Uh, I can't control nothing up here. All I can say, I know a lot of people have had mentioned like the little white mark on the side of her cheek. To me, it was never a big deal. I don't know what it is
Uh-huh.
for nothing else. I mean, it could be anything because again, this photograph was taken before they actually did her makeup and all that for the funeral. All they had done at this point was they had drained her and then put in her, I guess, the embalming or whatever it is that they use. But if you actually go research, you could do it right here on YouTube. Researching about how they embalm the bodies and stuff. They literally have to put a dye in there to tell to make it the pigment of
Yeah.
the skin to stay a certain color. Now, generally, the ones that I've watched, the videos that I've watched about that, they do the where they put the hoses in and out is like at the collarbone and at the ankle, or in that area. But
Uh-huh.
again, whatever's right there on the side of her mouth, if I didn't know any better, it looks like somebody when they're asleep and they drool and then they run out the side of their mouth. But obviously that's not her case because she didn't look like that in the freezer. But whatever, did they? That could be glue. Is that when they first tried to glue her lips together and they didn't stay together? I don't know. And that's not an answer I don't think any of us is ever going to get. So for anybody to make assumptions and speculation saying, "Oh, well, that's this and that's that," well, there's no way to prove one way or another.
But
Like I said,
it's
a lot
so.
of times if you don't glue the lips together,
Uh-huh.
they will open up. A lot. Sometimes they've even had to like wire the jaw because like if the jaw a lot of times don't want to stay set closed, and obviously you don't want to have a funeral with somebody's mouth open,
Yeah.
that type of thing. Same thing with the eyelids. A lot of times they sew or glue the eyelids shut, you know, which brings it to another thing when they're asking how do you want your loved one's body to be this way that way, they'll ask you how do you want their hands and their arms, and then if there's somebody that wears glasses, they'll ask you do you want them to, a lot of times the old timers will just have the glasses in their hands or something. And I
Mhm.
remember one of my, I think it was my grandpa, he said he wanted his glasses on, and my grandma says, why, you don't sleep in your glasses, and you're supposed to look like you're asleep or whatever, that type of thing. And the funny thing is my granddaughter and myself, we both sleep with our glasses on. We hardly
Yeah,
ever take our glasses off. We always fall asleep with our glasses on. So I laugh about that sometimes when I think about it because it's like they ain't gonna know what the hell to do with me at my funeral. But I already told my people, y'all better hook my ass back up to a machine, bring me back to life, because if you don't, I'm gonna haunt you. I don't care. I'm gonna be selfish because I ain't never been selfish my entire life. But when it comes time to die, I'm gonna get real selfish. Y'all better go rob a bank to pay the bills to keep me hooked up to a machine. That's it. Damn it. But it's almost to where it's turned into a joke. But we don't like to think about things. But in reality, those are all things that they will ask you when your loved one has passed away, and you are the one that's left with the task of deciding everything for the funeral. It's not just coming down to clothes. It's
that's
like,
right.
how do you want their arms? How do you want their hands? Do you want this hand on top of that hand, or that hand on top of this hand? Do you want them buried with clothes beneath the waist? Do you want them buried with their shoes on? Do you want them, all kinds of crazy stuff that you really never think about when it comes to the hair and makeup. Most of the time, what I've
Okay,
seen,
I know you know how to make sense. Let me ask you something. What about when the guy did everybody misunderstood what the guy said at the funeral that she sacrificed her son, her daughter?
I will say this: if you ever been in church where it's not just one of those quiet, real passive churches, especially if you've been in church in the South. But if you in, and it's not even a religious thing, because I think it don't matter what religion you are, because you could be Baptist, Catholic, Pentecostal. It don't matter. That's why I'm not saying what religion, but just in a church that the preacher don't mind getting loud a little bit.
Yeah,
Those are the types of preachers that they're going to bring up things from the Old Testament and the New Testament, and using the word sacrifice when speaking on a parent that has had a child pass away.
yeah.
If he was in reference to that parent having anything to do with the reason why that child is gone, he would have straight
Mm,
up said murder. He's not going to use the word sacrifice. Sacrifice is a word that's used in a religious terminology. It's not used in an everyday vocabulary. If they thought that the mom really had something to do with Kanika's death, as in murder or homicide, that's what they would have said then.
yeah.
I mean, you think about it. How many people use the word sacrifice in the vocabulary? And really, it's only in reference to stuff with the Bible or with religion or with church or something like that. Or with the opposite end when they're talking about devil worshiping or something, but it's still a religion, whatever way you want to call it.
Okay.
Lovely, Lovely says, my mom died from diabetes. She was extremely dark. The funeral home didn't do a good job on her. Her color of they made her color the color of a paper sack. I don't know if it was the fluid or what. Well, I know that from my experience, a lot of, like, my husband being black and having diabetes, he's already dark skinned to begin with. So, like, my mother-in-law was telling me that, if
Hmm.
one time we thought that he was going to pass away, and so she got to talking to me about things, and she said something about, well, when he passes, he's going to get a lot more darker and this and that. And I was trying to make light of it. I was like, he can't get any more darker. He's gonna turn purple if he gets any more darker. That type of thing. Trying to get her out of being so sad and stuff. But again, it has to do with the fluid that they embalm them with. There's actually a coloring
That's right.
they put in there with it.
You right.
Now, even when you're talking about your third world countries like Mexico and stuff, poor parts of Mexico, they
Uh-huh.
they they might be limited on what how many colors they got, but they'll have like a pink for white people and a brown for the Mexican people, and then depending on if they want to mix it a little bit to make it like a caramel or whatever, I don't know. But yeah,
No,
I've seen a lot of white people that wasn't done so good because they didn't look like a normal shade of white. you know, and that's what it is. And really, people don't really talk about it that much after the fact, you know. But again, also now, because of it being 20 days, almost 3 weeks from the time that she passed away to the time that they buried her in the ground, they say that the skin on black people tends to get darker as the time passes as well.
Uh-huh.
Now that I cannot say that I've got firsthand experience with, because my father-in-law, when he passed away, his
Hmm.
funeral was just a few days after, because they already knew that he was dying, so they already had everything prepared ahead of time. But to wait 3 weeks like this, if that's what a lot of my black friends have told me, I have to believe them, because there's no reason for me not to believe them. That the
Yeah.
body, even after it's been embalmed, it still will tend to get darker and darker. So
Yeah, 'cause my dad was dark and he lighter than it. He was lighter than it. But you right now. She right now. She made sense what you just said. What you just said. And I'm glad you came in to make it make sense to me, you know. But
well, I
that
didn't
is
mean to
true.
run your little man off there.
Huh?
I hope I didn't run him off. The other guy that you had up here on the panel with you.
But it's okay, but just speak. If I they need, that's the thing. People need to speak. Don't be afraid to speak.
Well, that's why I said I'm hoping I didn't run him off with anything I was saying. Because that wasn't like I said, I didn't even know what y'all were talking about when I happened to run across your live. I heard y'all saying about comparing the pictures, and that's why I just wanted to say that real quick about her, the fluid and being swollen. They're going to drain that off if it's not infection. See, with Kanika, it wasn't infection; it was just uh
That's right.
the bodily fluid from being deceased.
Yeah. You right
And
now,
then
but
when they put it back,
that is
the
like
thing
you
is
said, like
when they
what
put it
her
back
name
in, can they put too much in and make you look round like a chipmunk?
sure
Yes, they
can
can.
change it.
And
Like
that's
she
what it
said,
looked
the
like they did to
other
her.
said
Like
my
they made her
mom.
look like a chipmunk.
She
Yeah.
said my mom died from diabetes. She was extremely dark. The funeral home didn't do a good job. They some funeral home don't. Like I said, my play sister is a excellent, and maybe they give her extra tips, but she would make you look like your picture. Everybody can't do that.
Yeah.
Everybody can't do that. And then when I saw my
But then
dad,
at,
I
at
said,
the
"Why
same
you?"
time, Lenita, she
Huh?
does the makeup. She's not doing that embalming.
She do the
So let's
embalming
say
too.
like, oh, she does do
She
that too. Okay, I
embalmed
was just
too,
thinking, because
boo.
if you got somebody that puts the wrong color embalming in, the makeup artist is only going to be able to work so much with what they got.
Well, yeah, she do
They're going to have to
embalming.
break out some extra makeup.
She do
Oh,
it.
so she
She
does
do
it
it
all then.
all.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, she do the
Okay.
embalm.
Okay.
It'll make her talk, to make her understand. But
Yeah.
she's pretty like that, and she want the family to look like themselves. But when I saw my dad, I said, "Why you didn't do my daddy?" And then I said, "No." She said, "I didn't know it until later." And I was like, "Girl, they had my
Yeah.
dad a dark skin. My dad is not dark like that." And that, like you said, it depends on the environment, folks, how they do it. But
Yeah. And my father-in-law, he ended up looking like his daddy. I don't know how they worked that out. Because, like I said, they did his funeral just within, I don't know, it was like 4 or 5 days after he passed, because they were prepared for him to pass away. So everything was already, all the arrangements were already made. But it was like 4 or 5 days. And when I remember when I walked up to the casket, I was like, Grandpa looked like his great grandpa.
wow,
But
that's a coincidence. That's wow.
and then you got to also, what else you got to remember? Like with my mom, being that she had got like an extra 200 pounds on her from that infection, draining
Mm-hmm.
all that fluid off of her would have made her look like a deflated balloon.
Yep,
Because
you
after
right.
she's deceased, the skin's not going to bounce back. It takes time for people's skin to bounce back. And now, if you did, your skin can't do that.
That's
So that's
right.
another reason why they had to leave her kind of big looking.
Wow, that is good. I'm glad you came in like you did because I like to compare. I like to understand, and you did it. I don't know why you left like that. I mean, it's one thing about people. They when they explain something, they can't be trying to make it out of controversial. I mean, explain it and make it. If the person making sense about it, make it sense
Mm.
about it.
Well, that's why I said when he asked about a question, I says I can tell you what their answer is. That doesn't mean I agree with it, but I can tell you what their answer is.
Yeah,
For this or that, and that's what I gave him. But that's why I was hoping that he just fell off and he was going to come back. Because I didn't, like I said, I
I
didn't mean to
did
run him off
too.
or nothing.
I like that. I like see if he had stayed here, then it could have made. Then he could have. We could have negotiated. Talk and then discuss it to where you can understand it. Where people can understand it. They ain't got to
Or
agree.
maybe he's still listening. Maybe he's still listening. But I'm gonna go ahead and get down off of here because I'm on my cell phone. I'm not even on my computer because I was working on my computer. But I'm still gonna keep listening and be nice to my
Okay.
camper. All
Okay.
right,
He's sitting
friend.
over there in the house.
All right, bye.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I wish Miss. That makes sense, y'all. It makes sense. It makes sense. I know my cousin was very dark, but she died of cancer. Okay, so maybe the cancer did it. That's right, lovely. That's right, lovely. All depends on this sickness. Either like like everything we said made sense. Even about the wig and everything. We don't know. All we know when they turned her over, they messed her hair up. It could have looked like her. They messed when they turned her over. They messed her hair up. It's just messy. Wow. I'm just surprised. I don't want y'all to leave. And somebody come up on the panel, y'all, let's not leave. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I mean, nobody want to be right or wrong. They just want to speak their opinion. Now, after I understood what she was saying, that made sense. But I wish I can get my play sister don't she wouldn't have I got the she be doing funerals every day. Through the week they ain't she just be working. She work. She just be working. But I wish she can understand, make me understand. Also, I want to get her on here. I told her that before, but she be working a lot. So I'm gonna see can I get in touch with her to get her on here to see the transition and the different and like it made sense. Keep the okay, yeah. So it can make it make sense. See, we not worried about it. It could be look y'all know what? And it could like a wig. It's a weave. It's a weave. When they turned Kanika over, they messed her hair up. They just threw her hair. It just went from this side, like she was laying on this side, and it could have got wet. And the wig just it's a weave. It just when they flipped it over, like you say, it was all in her hair. Let me see this one. Let me see the wig. Like when she flipped let me see, y'all. The hair was all in her face. Yeah, they should have did her hair. Yeah, the way she want already wear it. But this isn't right. That's right. Her makeup is yet the too much makeup. You ain't got to say it like that. Golly. But let me see. Right here. Yeah, when they flipped that girl over, they messed her hair up. They when they flipped her over, they messed her hair up right here. Yeah, right here on this picture. Let me see. Right here. Oh God. Right here. See, when they flipped Kanika over, they messed her hair up. I wrote this book, The Little Americans. Who wrote this book? Look at this, y'all. Look, y'all, who wrote this book? Oh, this Gina McGill. One reason for the cover is that it is believed a Crown Plaza employee also raped Kanika Jenkins, as stated in a witness statement. I will show how American no longer rely on surveillance footage to tell the true story of what happened. Even as I write this book, the Rosemont police are continuing to doctor the photos Kanika Jenkins' dead body in before photos of Kanika dead body was taken. Also included in the book are the photos two other criminals who was Kanika Jenkins impersonated nators walking through the hallways at Crown Plaza Hotel. I ask that you identify them. The police won't. Her book is $4 and some. That's good. She done made her a paperback, but she done made her a book off of Kanika Jenkins. I wonder if Miss Teresa getting part of the money. Anything dealing with Kanika Jenkins, she should be getting part of the money. Kanika Jenkins was 19. Okay, we know that, America. Okay. I partied at the Rosemont near the September 8th in the last night and went missing early. Her hair was all over the place. Sure was. When they flipped her over, they flipped her over. When they flipped her hair over, they flipped her over. They didn't make her, just didn't do the child right. Now, what is this? Hold on, y'all. Let me move this out the way. This lady made her some money. No, Teresa's cussed that lady. She did and said she was lying on her. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. How she gonna go make a book? She made a book on Kanika for $4.99. Every little piece of change she made, Miss Teresa need to get some of it. That don't make no sense. Wow. That don't make no sense. She don't made a book. Yeah, this the only thing I can see y'all in the freezer now. I can understand now. When they flipped her over from right here, when they flipped her over, they messed her hair up and saw her hair all over the place. That's why they said her hair was all over the place, like she was fighting. She sent me a free copy because I was That's sad, y'all crazy. She sent you a free copy. Lord have mercy. Look at that hair. Look at that. Claude said she got a free copy. Wow. They look like synthetic wig. They look like a synthetic hair. Mm-mm. You got a free book. You need to let us see what else in it. I want to hear a video. I want to hear this. What the sisters get right. I want to listen to this. Oh, Lord have mercy. Mm-mm.
So, but when I was in there, they told me they showed me every camera that they had in the building. But after we we left out. They said that in there, but we haven't saw the images yet. But
Yeah, she reading. She reading off of something. She reading. She reading instead of talking. She reading and stuff. Yeah, they do a lot of reading in these things. It's reading. She reading something in her right hand.
but when I was in there, they told me they showed me every camera that they had in the building. After we left out, they said they got more images now, but we haven't saw the images yet. But they haven't contacted my mama to set a date to see the images.
I just spoke with the mayor's office, and they said they plan on showing the surveillance images to your mother tomorrow.
Hold up. Let me hear that again. Let me hear that again, because I was looking at her read off that paper. Hold on. Podcast, come back on, man. Why you leave?
So, but when I was in there, they told me they showed me every camera that they had in the building. But after we left out, they said they got more images now, but we haven't saw the images yet. But they haven't contacted my mama to set a date to see the images.
I just spoke with the mayor's office, and they said they plan on showing the surveillance images to your mother tomorrow. Have you heard about this?
They haven't talked to my mama. My mama just got out of surgery. She got breast cancer. That's why she's not here. She just got out the hospital. They haven't talked to my mama.
Wait, hold up. She got to realize what she's saying, y'all. She said my mama just got out the hospital from breast cancer. Her mama, I know she had breast cancer. I know she had oh, this hurt right here on my leg. Oh, what is this? She said my mama just got out of surgery. Just got out of the hospital from having breast cancer. Okay. I think she talked too much then. I think she was talking too much. God, that was in August when she had breast cancer. But she was in that hospital. She was in that hallway looking for Kanika. That's why you got to look over, read your proofread before you start reading off of something. See, she reading off of something. Listen to what she said. I'm just going back what she said, y'all.
So, but when I was in there, they told me they showed me every camera that they had in the building. But after
she was outpatient procedure because she got an infection. She didn't see. When I first heard that, I said Miss Teresa didn't have no business at the hotel, but Miss Teresa came in that hotel, Chloe, when we were looking at that the other video, she came in there walking out good and went back out good. So I don't know if they're her playing a role or who that was, but they walked in there, they was all happy and stuff, and walked in the hotel and left her mama, went in and used the bathroom. She was doing okay, but then, like you said, by being outpatient, maybe it made her, be different. But I'm just listening to what she's saying.
We left out. They said they got more images now, but we haven't saw the images yet. But they haven't contacted my mama to set a date to see the images.
I just spoke with the mayor's office, and they said they plan on showing the surveillance images to your mother tomorrow. Have you heard about this?
They haven't talked to my mama. My mama just got out of surgery. She got breast cancer. That's why she's not here. She just got out the.
That's why she not here, because she just got out of breast cancer surgery. That's why she not here. That's why she not here. Because she just got out of breast cancer surgery. But she was in that hotel though.
At the hospital. They haven't talked to my mama. They haven't talked
to your mother.
To my mom. She just got out from surgery.
If they do show them to you, though, if they show you the images, is that going to be enough for you?
Yes, that's going that's gonna solve our problem.
Why is that?
Because we gonna know what happened, who did it.
Hold on. Let me hear what she said. I can't. I'm trying. Somebody ask me where I'm from. I'm trying to understand. I don't understand their language. Let me take this back, son, y'all. I'm trying to understand what she just said.
In there, they told me they showed me every character they had in the building. But after we left out, they said they got more images now. But we haven't saw the images yet. But they haven't contacted my mama to set a date to see the images.
I just spoke with the mayor's office and they said they plan on showing the surveillance images to your mother tomorrow. Have you heard about this?
They haven't talked to my mama. My mama just got out of surgery. She got breast cancer. She just got, that's why she not here. She just got
But Lenora, your mama was in the house out there in that hotel up on the 11th floor. Now,
hospital. They haven't talked to my mama. They haven't talked to my mama. She just got out from surgery.
well, who was the lady they were talking to? Who the lady was that was looking at the video? Who the lady was that called the 911? Who that lady was? See, she just told y'all they didn't talk to her mama. Her own daughter said, I didn't talk to my mama. They didn't talk to my mama. Because my mama just got out of breast surgery. Think about what she just said, y'all. I'm not debating or nothing. This is what this girl just said. But the mama was up on the 11th floor. The mama looking at windows outside. The mama was doing all of that. I don't know what Lenora talking about.
If they do show them to you, though, if they show you the images, is that going to be enough for you?
Yes, that's gonna solve our problem.
Why is that?
Because we gonna know what happened, who did it, so we can take care of that. We want whoever did it is not right that they keep living their life like ain't nothing wrong. They did. My sister was only 19 years old. She was a
Y'all hear what she's saying? And that made sense. She said, whoever did that is living their life. Lenore was something wrong with Lenore because Lenore ain't telling you. Lenore don't know what she talking about right here. Now I don't care what nobody say. I just heard what she said.
baby. She was a baby. Not only that, she was a lovable person. She was a sweetheart. Look how she nationwide. That ain't right. That ain't right. How is your mother doing? Not okay. My mama not doing okay at all. My mama don't sleep. She don't eat. She just sit and watch those of my sister all night. Before we said, wait, James, if it's a crime scene, why didn't they have the tape out? Like it was a crime scene. They told us it was a crime scene.
Okay, and sometimes the terminology is a little different. It's definitely a death investigation scene. Okay, sometimes that's a little bit different. Not a lot.
And then when we was outside hollering and crying, they wanted the big secret because they stopped talking to us while we was outside crying. Everybody was looking out windows. I don't know if it was open or not, but everybody was looking at us, and it's like they was trying to be a secret. They kept telling us to be quiet, and they wouldn't say nothing until everybody be quiet.
They probably didn't want y'all, Lenore, they probably didn't want y'all be too loud in the hotel because the hotel serviced other people. That's probably what it was. It wasn't that they didn't want y'all to talk. Y'all probably was in there talking loud. Y'all know how we talk loud.
Outside this hotel.
I cannot answer for that night, but I will tell you, as of right now, you're getting it from me, that this is going to be a complete investigation, and you will get an honest answer back with evidence. And that's the most important thing. The most important, like I said, the information is good and it's important to the community. It's most important to the family. And that's our number one priority. It's got to be family, not the community. Not that the community, what they need to know is important. That's the most. I spoke to members of the group earlier, And really, we just want to let them know how important this is to us too. This isn't a community thing, Chicago. This is a community thing everywhere. And we want to make sure that, especially the family, knows that we are not at all making anything but a top priority.
That's that boy right there who was at the so the thing at the he looked like that boy who was at the so thing.
The investigation, and we are leaving nothing unturned. And we are
Y'all him. See him. That's that boy who was at the so thing. Right there. He listened to everything that the people saying. He was right there with them gang, all them gang members right there. Oh, that's her cousin. Oh, well, she knew them then. Oh, okay, that's her cousin who some of them were her cousins.
Make sure that, especially the family, knows that we are not at all making anything but a top priority investigation, and we are leaving nothing unturned, and we are going to allow the evidence to take us to a conclusion. When we talk to the family after this is over, once this is over, everything that we give them will be back. They did that to me.
What can you say? There's so much speculation in terms of what may have happened. What do you want to know right now?
Unfortunately, speculation a lot of times results from our social media. While there's good and bad, we're getting a lot of good information from social media.
John was Chloe, since you said that, a lot of them then was there with her cousin, what they were acting. Now he was cool with her. Her brother was there too. Let me ask you something. Was her brother out of jail when this happened to her? Was her brother out of jail when this happened to her? See, all her cousins were there. They were acting funny with him. What's that? That's a good question. Was her brother out of jail? When she died, he was in juvenile. But when she was alive, was he in jail? When she was alive, was he in jail? That's an interesting question. God, this thing right here. He did 12 months. Yeah, answer my question. Yeah, answer my question. I said, well, was he?
There's also a lot of people putting out speculation not based on fact. So what we've been doing and what we've been positively getting out of social media is we've been able to have the context. These guys have been reaching out to the community to get information for us, to find people who were in the room. Jedediah was over here. These groups have been very active helping us find out the information we need. We sometimes weren't able to find out who was doing what, and the community has come in and said, here's did what, and they've been putting us in contact with them or putting people in contact with us. They want this, they want answers here the same as we do. This is a priority.
So he was out of jail. He was out of jail when she was alive. When she was at that party, he was out of jail. Yes or no? Was he out of jail when she was at that party? Cause if he was out, okay, he was out of jail. Okay. So he was in jail when it happened to her.
Only and when my here every day, not just deal with Kanika, but we deal with every family who goes through things like this. So you know, everybody should be doing something. If you're not doing that, come on out here with us. But don't just don't just sleep and act like this can't happen to you because it can't. What about Kanika?
Now, y'all got to remember, I know somebody died in the freezer, okay? Okay. They got to also remember that's a place of business where it happened at Jamal Green on that Mike. Yeah. Yeah, he do an interview with he did an interview with what's the man named the activist? Well, at least they did let them do that. You know what I mean? At least they let them protest on that side of the hotel. They in the front of the hotel or on the side of. At least they letting them protest, but they can really stop that stuff in a minute. But they understand. Okay. Shut this thing down. Okay. All right, y'all. Oh God, I gotta turn that music off. Ah! Take that music off, honey. Wow, that right there was good. There. I'm learning a lot. No, 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 thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Delete that. Okay, let's go back right tier. Let's go back right tier, y'all. Mhm. Mm. 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 I don't want to show that picture. Mhm. Could lock someone inside. They said a deadly hotel priest could lock someone inside. Y'all, I don't want to sign into this. Why y'all making me sign into this? Jesus. Golly. Clothing mess, man. Good. Hey. So they said the freezer could lock someone inside. How can a freezer lock someone inside? How could that freezer lock somebody? I thought maybe it was gonna be a y'all think that Miss Teresa would waste her time? That there. Yeah. Oh, okay. Opinion doesn't mean facts. Okay. Three supposed to lock you on the inside. They supposed to lock you on the outside, not the inside. In that case, then a lot of people be locked inside the freezer. Jesus. But yeah, mm, let's see them. I wonder what he's saying. But he's a lawyer. He got to prove that he's right. He got to prove what he's saying. That's what he got to do. He got to prove what he's saying is right. Okay, Kanika absolutely loved that camera. Why wasn't she in the camera at the party? She jumped front of that camera in the elevator. Yeah. Why not the party? I don't understand why they count her out in a lot of stuff. Now, somebody could have locked the camera from the outside, but you ain't gonna be able to lock nobody from the inside. So uh lovely, you said yeah, you said okay, Kanika absolutely loved the camera. That's what I don't understand why she ain't in no video, why she ain't in nothing. Maybe they don't maybe I don't like how they said this right here either. They got mom sue hotel for 50 million after drunk high daughter walked into the free. Why they say it like that? They ain't have to say that. Who wrote this? This is so embarrassing. This in Russian. Mom sue hotel for 50 million after her drunk high daughter walked into a freeze and died. Man, y'all ought to be ashamed y'all said self. She ought to sue you for saying that. There is just gonna be some things that we never okay. That is so wrong. That is so wrong. Hypothermia with alcohol and drug abuse establishment. I mean, it don't even make no sense. Hold up, I'm about to put that in there. I'm about to put this. I'm about to put this in there. Let me go to video. I know. Don't even make no sense. Said it. I mean, that's so embarrassing. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to type this in. Yeah, they ought to be ashamed when they said what they just said. That made folks look bad. Yeah. When Kanika came out, they just see y'all gotta remember. Let me see. Hold on for a minute, y'all. I'm trying to do something. Why would they show this? Why would they show this? So they saying that shoot, I know that fool ain't walk that girl in there like that on the camera, did he? Jesus Christ. Daily Motion is showing a YouTube. I see that.
This small thing is an
They're showing a YouTube video.
It shows your
They
glucose.
showing a
Predicts where it's headed.
they got they showing a hold on for a minute. They showing life hack.
Just like that. It's not magic. Just
Was being carried. She not walked into the kitchen. Let's see what they talking. Let's see what they talking about, y'all. Woo-wee! Hold on, y'all.
Is this dude? I paused it. I kept pausing it.
That is not Kanika, bro. How could her neck stretch that far? This is a face right here. I need something to point. I need something to point.
Hold on, let me flip
This is Kanika's shoulder. Her head should be somewhere right here, but her head is down, and that's why her hair is falling. Because Kanika's head is down. This man right here with this hoodie on the back of his head and his face right here.
Yeah, where did they get this video from?
Time they've been cutting out people. They've been cutting out the people or whoever this dude is walking.
Well, you look like the man. Hold up.
Stop, thing. Around, but
I can't even stop this video.
Picking up the frequency. So when she start walking, this red square is gonna start doubling.
Watch what happens. Let's watch it.
Yeah.
When I press play, is it gonna disappear?
While he talking, he look like the boy carrying on the kid.
Editing nothing.
Yeah.
Video.
That some of the worst edited I never saw. A copy of a copy from the YouTube from the news. Yeah, that right. So y'all gonna tell me that they gonna make a video with this man right here walking her in the kitchen? What? Okay. What purpose they getting out of him walking her in the kitchen with a blue uniform shirt right here, y'all? Look at that blue uniform shirt sitting right there. And they gonna let him, oh, they trying to just um uh redo the video as if it happens, I guess.
Nigga Jenkins. Meet me 2 times plus what's everything. Who the fuck is paused it? I kept pausing it. And who
That
is
is
that?
not Kanika, bro. How could her neck stretch that far?
That's a
This
dude's face.
Okay.
this is a face.
I don't want to look at it.
Her head should be somewhere right here, but her head is down, and that's why her hair is falling because Kanika head is down. This man right here with this hoodie on the back of his head and his face right here, he's walking her.
And this whole time they've been cutting out people. They've been cutting out the people or whoever this dude is walking
They've
behind
been
them.
editing
They edited the
videos
video,
and
cutting
taking the
cutting the
people
person
out.
around, but they couldn't
But
catch
these
this
red
one.
squares is picking up the frequency. So when she start walking, these red squares
But
gonna
watch,
start
watch
doubling.
what happens. Let's watch what happens when I press play. Is it gonna disappear? Vanish into her face. Let's watch. Let's just and y'all watch it yourself. Was that her? Was that her face?
You gotta do it slow like yeah. Slow it down. Squares keep coming up right where you need to see them.
What the fuck is this? First of all,
That's not Kanika. That's a hoodie. That's a face. And look at that man.
I don't
Look
like
at
to
that
see
man.
stuff like
How
this.
is her head way up here?
I don't want to look at that. I thought y'all was showing me some. It's a sad that that lady couldn't get no help with her child. All them old wicked old folks up in there. Poor Miss Teresa. Poor mother. I wish they could show a video. Hold on. So was she I ain't got no video. And I'm trying to show y'all the video because I need to see some. Hold on. Let me. Yes, ma'am.
Hey. Quick questions.
Uh-huh.
I'm really trying to get some work done. You ain't helping none. All
What? What?
right, look. I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way because
Okay.
I do not defend. Where the hell did my screen go? Okay. I do not defend the hotel at all. Okay. Don't nobody
Uh-huh.
get it twisted. But let me ask you something. Okay. Because
Mm-hmm.
you've gone live while you were at work before, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So everybody kind of knows what you do for your job, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me ask you this. If a man or a woman, it don't matter what, came up to you on your job while you in the middle of doing your duties
Mm-hmm.
and tries to take one of them children,
Mm-hmm.
says that's their child.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know though.
Mhm.
What you gonna do?
I want pull the cat. I'm gonna pull that child back because first of all they wouldn't let that child came up the hill without the parent.
But what I'm saying is, if they had some story, whatever the story may be, you know, they got a good story. It sounds believable, but you still got your policy and procedures that you got to do in order to protect that child. Correct?
Okay, let's put it like this. Say if see the parents have to go down there to the school to pick them up.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of different.
But you understand what I'm saying, right?
Okay, say if one were walking and they were without their
Yes.
parent walking, use that one.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So
Mhm.
you got, and this kid, you don't know this kid. It's a new kid.
Mhm.
Just entered, started school, whatever, because you don't know this kid. Because I know you probably know all them kids. But anyway, let's just say you don't know this kid. You don't know that person that just walked up. But the person sounds like they telling the truth. They're emotional. They, I can't, my child, whatever. You still gonna follow your procedure. You might give them some advice to go down to the police station, do whatever you got, that type of thing, right?
Mhm.
That's the thing that a lot of people don't understand with the hotel. When Teresa came there, or even when the kids was up there saying about looking at the footage and stuff, when Teresa came there saying, my daughter's missing, can y'all look and look for her, see whatever, they can't. Because they don't know who Teresa is.
Yeah.
All they could do is tell her, go make a missing persons report. When you come back with the missing persons report, then we got, basically what they were saying was, now we got our butts covered legally to start looking on the footage to see if we do see this person, let's say, happens to be in with somebody else, we got the rights to approach them without invading their privacy, because they got to, there's just a lot of people that they cheat on their spouses, and the other spouse is going to come making up a good story, a good believable story, just to find out if their spouse is cheating on them with somebody else up there at the hotel, type of thing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all they could do, now I agree that once they got that police report that the missing persons was made, they should have had somebody at least walk in the area to go looking in different places. And there never was. Nobody from the hotel ever looked for Kanika. That's a fact. According to their footage, nobody ever looked for Kanika that was employed by the hotel. So to me, they're at fault for that. But up until that point, they couldn't do nothing until they got that. They verified that there was the missing persons made. Now, with what we were watching the other night on your channel with the when I said the cousins and the sister and all that, they were sliding around. That's what they were doing. They were acting like they belonged, like they were guests at the hotels, and they were sliding off from the lower level and walking around and just trying to be cool, but looking, keeping their eyes open, doing whatever. That wasn't working. So that's why Leonora and the other girls had gone up by the rooms, and they start knocking on people's doors. And then one of the girls pulled the fire alarm. So maybe that's what got the assistant general manager, whatever, that Garcia, pissed off to call the cops. She didn't mention, the fire alarm. Nobody mentioned the fire alarm except for Teresa and Leonora. But if in fact that's what they did, if it was actually still hooked up to actually make an alarm, then maybe that's why she did it, because now you're causing a problem because you're making a false fire alarm. My thing has always been this: if y'all pulled the fire alarm, nobody else mentioned it from the hotel, nobody mentioned it from the fire department, nobody mentioned it from the cops. So maybe the thing that they pulled was just not hooked up no more to, because now in modern days it's all sprinklers anyway. You don't really have a fire alarm thing to pull, but they might have still had the old ones in there, just not hooked up. But my thing is that, they should have looked. They never looked. The only thing that we see from staff that's with the hotel at all is when that assistant food and beverage manager walks in that kitchen and goes straight back there to that unit and opens it up.
But you know what, Chloe? They still got the thing that you pull, cause them kids always pulling it.
At the schools, yeah.
Yeah.
But like when I go in Like if I went to, what was it that I saw? I think the courthouse or something. You know that
Mhm.
little white handle part that you're supposed to pull down.
Yeah.
Okay, I seen one. It was already down, and we walked past it, and I flicked it with, with just my finger, just flinging it, and it just like bounced back and forth. My husband said, "Leave that shit alone for the law comes." You know,
Yeah.
it was apparently it wasn't. Somebody must have pulled it, but it's not hooked up no more to be active.
Activate.
Working. But at the schools, I could see them still having it
Yeah.
that way because of the kids. But in a lot
Yeah.
of other places, they don't have those things actually active no more.
Yeah.
But because that's why I said that's the only thing I could come up with in my mind because nobody else ever mentioned it, and obviously you didn't hear nothing. So but
Yeah, because usually the fire truck supposed to come.
yeah, well, the alarm's going to go off, and they're going to contact the school or the place wherever the alarm's going off, and they'll
Mhm.
say, "This is so and so fire department. We got an alarm. Do y'all have a fire or what?
Mhm.
That type of thing." But now, when the cops do show up and she's trying to take them up there about them bothering the guests and stuff, and they come back down,
Mhm.
Leonora took over the show as far as saying, "We're here looking for my sister." Now, those cops, a lot of people say, "How come those cops didn't know about a missing girl?" Well, you got to understand
Mhm.
when the missing persons report is made, it's put into the system. They're not going to really make a big ordeal about it until like shift change when the next shift comes on,
Mhm.
and these cops work 12-hour shifts. So when the next shift comes on, yeah. So the cops that were actually working at that time, it's understandable that they didn't know about it.
Mhm.
But once she told them, that's what they did, what they were supposed to do. They called in, "Hey, do we got a missing persons report?" At
Mhm.
first, he was saying, "No, we don't see it." But then you got the supervisor kick in and say, "Yeah, we did get one earlier today, and it was entered into the system, blah, blah, blah." That's
Mhm.
one of them people I think is in on knowing that they moved the body shit.
Mhm.
Because how come you the only one know about it and it's not in the system? Because it's obviously not in the system if the dispatch is looking and he ain't seeing shit.
Mhm.
So
Let
to
me
me,
ask you something, Chloe. Is it still an open case? Is it still what is it? Was it an open case
Kanika's
or
case,
what is it?
Kanika's case has been closed since October of 2017.
So what's going on?
Nothing. What the only thing going on is Teresa taking them to court for a lawsuit. That's it. Her case
So
has been
it's just
closed
a
for
lawsuit.
5.5 years. Yeah,
So when she trying to get a lawsuit, what's she trying to get the lawsuit for?
wrongful death.
Okay, but if the case closed, how can she get room for them?
Because she's trying to prove. Okay, just like when O.J. Simpson, they
Mhm.
took him to court and he was found not guilty of murder.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh,
Then the
okay,
families came back and they put a lawsuit on him
they
for
did.
wrongful death, and they won
Yeah. Okay.
because on a wrongful death you don't have to prove as much. Now, actually, Teresa, I think it's more like what do you call it? Oh damn, I just had the word in my head and I lost it.
Mhm.
Uh, neglect, not neglect. What do they call it?
Negligent.
Negligence. There we
Mhm.
go. Negligence that led to a death or something is the way it's worded. Basically, because of a lot of things like them not securing that area. So basically, in my mind, I think Teresa's saying, "Okay, so this is what y'all want to say the story is. Okay, well then I'm gonna sue you for that because y'all said she walked in there all by herself and she just laid down and died. Well, guess
Mhm.
what? Now it's your fault that she was even able to walk up in there because you didn't have it locked.
Okay, that
That
makes
that's
sense.
where the wrongful death with the negligence is coming into play.
Why it
And with
taking
that,
so long to do that though?
well, that goofy ass attorney that she's got, Jeffrey, and I say goofy because his paperwork is all messed up.
Mhm.
But everybody keeps saying that he's a hot shot. But I talked to some people in Detroit and they said, nah, he used to be a hot shot. He ain't no more. So I have no
Oh,
idea
talking
how
about the
her
one with
her
the
stuff's
white
gonna
hair.
come out.
With the white hair.
Yeah, I don't know how his stuff's gonna her stuff's gonna come out because he's got a lot of false information in that paperwork. And I don't mean opinions. I mean like saying that there's cameras on the ninth floor. There have never been cameras on the ninth floor.
They said
And
it
I know,
never been cameras. The hotel said it never been cameras.
well, no, what I'm going by is by guests that have walked around with their recordings and they've uploaded it to the internet.
Mm-hmm.
I've found a lot of those videos that people just do that. I don't know why they do that. You know, we're staying at this hotel, blah blah blah. There's a lot of videos like that you can find on the internet, and I found a bunch of them that's from that hotel that was before Kanika died. They don't have cameras up there in the halls.
Mm-hmm.
They never have. I've got them from all different years, like 2017, 2015, 2013, all the way back like that. I found different guests that have put videos like that up. And there's no cameras by the elevator inside the elevators. The only ones outside the elevator is on the lower level and on the street level. The one on the street level they said wasn't working that night. So, they're gonna have to prove that they got it fixed or whatever. Okay, fine. But my thing is this is that um I see they got a lawsuit that they should be able to win with the hotel and with the security. I don't know that Bill Murray how much he's going to be really liable because they even though he had already acquired the the paperwork that says that he was going to be making the restaurant there,
Mm-hmm.
they were still in the demolition stage. In other words, they were still gutting everything out. So
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna if Bill Murray gets sued from Teresa, I'm sure Bill Murray's attorneys are going to turn around and sue the hotel back for whatever they lost to Teresa. You see what I'm
Oh,
saying?
gotcha.
Because ultimately, it's still the hotel's fault. The hotel, in reality, if you think about it, a lot of jobs though, um, we've all been at jobs that they do shit that they shouldn't do, like putting the wet floor sign in the door so that way it stays open. Because if it closes all the way, it's gonna lock, and then you ain't gonna be able to get back in. Things like that. We've all been at jobs that do shit like that.
But
You
you know
know,
what, Chloe, now up on that ninth floor where the party was, exactly, Francia, on that on the floor that's the ninth floor they had that party on, right?
yeah, correct,
Where Kanika came out there in the hallway.
correct.
Okay, it's a camera was out there.
No,
Somebody videoed the camera out there.
I'd like to see it.
Cause I could recall seeing a video when they were saying Monique, no Monique and them was over there in the hall. That one that been way back, and
I mean, let me put it like this: I with what I have, I can make a video and say this is where Monifa and them were at, but there's not going to be a camera up there. What it's going to
okay,
be is
one
people
of them
that
camera, but you can see them doing something in the hallway.
it's going to be okay. Maybe you're talking about down on the street level or on the lower level, not
On
up
the
there where the halls, not where the rooms are at. That's called the tower, where they have all the different floors.
Now you
The tower
remember
doesn't
when they
have.
was you remember back when they had somebody, like I said, it could have been somebody's phone. And Kanika, they were trying to say there was Monifa over there in the corner with some guy. They were doing something to Kanika by the elevator down on that end. It's a oh honey, that video is so oh, but it can be anybody get that
And there's
phone.
been people that's taken videos that actually go to other things and they try to say that it belongs to this and it don't.
Yeah.
You're talking, you might be talking about when they were like, it looked like these two white kids were walking through a kitchen or whatever.
Not that, not up on the ninth floor. Across from the room. It looked like
Well,
down in that corner. They said, what they doing over there? They were trying to say
I've
Monifa's.
never, I've never seen that. Let me put it like
Oh.
that. Now I've got video of that floor where somebody got up in there and they were walking around recording. And like I said, I've slowed it down and I've looked up at the ceiling, I've looked on the walls, everything. And I've got a few different ones from few different people, like even like I said, even before Kanika died and stuff. And
Mhm.
none of them ever show cameras anywhere up there.
But you didn't see the camera. That's why I said I wonder was it about somebody's phone. Did they do it by? And then there was another video with a couple guys out there in the hallway. Was out there in the hallway talking and laughing, acting silly. That when I think Rod them was out there, but I don't want to call nobody name. I don't like doing it. But they was out there in the
That's
hallway.
when they slid into the hotel. But that was like,
Not right there. They was on the
shoot, that
ninth
was snow
floor.
was on. Yeah, but snow was on the ground already. That was months and months and months later. But I can tell you right now, there was still no cameras up there.
You couldn't see the
They didn't show
cameras
no
now.
cameras.
Like I said, you can't see the camera. That's why I said
He
when
was doing it
somebody,
with his cell phone. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
they must have used their cell phones and not
They also
camera.
did another one where they went up to the ice machine where the guest gets ice out with the ice bucket and stuff, and they were making
No, they
jokes
were right
and
there in the
Kiki and
hallway
Kaka.
partying. In the hallway.
No, but I'm saying they did some other ones too, some other videos. Those same guys.
Okay.
Yep, because I
So
got those.
it was real clear, but you can it wasn't the camera from the
Yeah,
hotel
it's
though.
not a
It
camera
was
from the hotel. No, that's the
uh-uh.
difference. Now,
Mm-hmm.
is there other videos that were made that night on people's phones? I want to say yes
Mm-hmm.
because Little Ty had his phone out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he had to be going live,
Mm-hmm.
but he must have taken it down right away where nobody ever got a copy of it because nobody's ever shown anything from his profile. And I was following him back then.
Mm-hmm. Now tied to my Ty Rolling.
No, Little Ty,
Oh, the one
the
who
little
died.
boy that got
Killed.
yeah.
Okay. I believe they got rid
Yes,
of
ma'am.
everybody had evidence. It's strange how everybody who knew what was going on gone, but
I mean, this is how I look at it. I really want somebody, whether it's me or somebody else, I don't care who, to find
mm-hmm.
somebody to pinpoint you did this to Kanika.
Yeah.
The thing is, Lenita, there is no evidence that something like this, like what we all think, was even done. Now, I
Mm-hmm.
believe that there is some shady shit going on. I believe there's some covering up and some untruths that's been told. But
Mm-hmm.
as far as the level of things that people try to say, there's
Mm-hmm.
no proof of any of that.
Mm-hmm.
And if there had been, let's say all right, some people say that she was strangled and this, that, and the third. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so when they went in there and they did her hair and her makeup for the funeral, obviously they're gonna see all that, right? Teresa would
Mm-hmm.
have saw that. There's no reason for Teresa not to tell the world. I
Mm-hmm.
saw bruises around my child's neck, things like that. You see what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's another thing. Like if when people say, "Well, the medical examiner lied," that's one thing. I don't think the medical examiner is going to risk their entire career because it takes a long time of school and stuff to be actually a medical examiner and stuff. I don't think they're going to
Mm-hmm.
risk all that. Do I think that they might leave some stuff out? Maybe that's about the extent of it. But again, if there was something that was on her body that would have shown different cause of death, like getting hit up in the head and have a big old goose egg on your head, cracking your head,
Mm-hmm.
some, or choke marks or just things like that. If she
Mm-hmm.
would have been violated, she would have had defensive wounds. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And so she would have had scratches on her arms or something, and she didn't have none of that.
I
So I
wonder
mean,
why
and I say that, yeah, we didn't get to see everything of her body, but I think that somebody from the family would have spoken on that. Now,
yeah.
unless you one that believes that the family was involved, I don't see that the family was involved. They ain't got nothing to gain from it.
Cause it's a lot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I hope I wish her luck in getting it getting what she needs. She needs something.
She
She
gonna. I
needs
mean, she's gonna win the lawsuit. It's just gonna be a matter of how much. And a lot
Okay.
of people, like what I put in the chat a while ago,
Mhm.
her daughter-in-law verified. I've been right all along. It's not 50 million. It's 50 million per entity, and there's 5 entities, so that's 250 million that they're actually suing for. Now they're
Yeah.
not going to get that. They're not going to get that. Nobody gets what they ask for.
Yeah.
But that's what they're actually asking for, though. It's
Yeah. You supposed
250
to go
million.
for what you can. You supposed to
Yeah,
go for the highest, but that don't mean you're gonna get it.
yeah. And I hate to say this, but my wish for her would be that when she wins, that she would take that money and uproot her entire family and move somewhere else. I don't think she would do that. But then again, even if she did that, people are already set in their ways. So
So,
ever how they are now, that's how they're gonna be wherever they go. So
I wouldn't stay
I don't
there.
know.
If I would, I get it. I won't stay there. Got folks sitting there waiting
I
on the
mean,
train.
because people are gonna be right there, but if nothing else, they're gonna be begging her for money and everything else. Her
No, they.
son already
I
moved
wouldn't.
away.
I
Like
wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't be around. I wouldn't be. I wouldn't even be there.
I mean, because it's people that like that when they win the lottery, they don't want people to know they won the lottery because everybody bugging them for money. But
Yeah,
they
and
still
people
end up
be.
people still end up finding out. So what you do, take your family, go live somewhere else, because otherwise they gonna spend all your money for you.
Yeah,
You ain't gonna be
they'll
able to
try to
enjoy
rob
yourself.
you. Ain't no way in
Yep,
the world.
that part too.
I, I be worrying about somebody. Mm-mm. But that good. But let me ask you something. So that means that since she's trying to sue, she can't talk about the case.
She has to be careful what she says. Yeah.
Okay, that's the only thing she that
And
need to
then
be
I'll give
careful.
you an example. Those 3 videos that I put up this past month, where it's titled about the family member speaking out. On one
Uh
of them, I think it's part 3. The daughter-in-law says when somebody starts saying something about the headstone and this and that, and the
huh.
daughter-in-law says, she goes, "Why is she gonna get a headstone when after this lawsuit is settled and done, if we get our way, she wants to exhume the body because they still want to try to go after somebody criminally." And to me, I don't think they're going to be able to do that, the criminal part, because there's no evidence of criminal activity really, other than moving the body that's tampering with the corpse. But I don't know that if the cops ain't gone after the state ain't gone after them by now, they ain't going to. But anyway, that's their plan, is that they're going to exhume the body for whatever reason, whatever. And that's when Jedediah Brown told the daughter-in-law, he goes, "You might not want to divulge too much on this platform because and he goes that a lot of y'all's, your Teresa's stuff is still in litigation. Let
Mm-hmm.
her speak on stuff like that. Don't because the girl was upset and she was mad. She's yelling at Nia is what it was. And
Mm-hmm. I
so she was
heard it.
ending up saying stuff that she wasn't supposed to really put out there. But what she did put out there, she did say that much of it. So they got a plan. Whether or not the plan's going to work out, I don't know. But I want to say, in my opinion, looking at other cases and going by what the average case is in that area for Cook County and all that. Jeffrey had said 5 years, and I'm looking at. I think that this civil suit will, just going by what I've seen on the paperwork, because
Mm-hmm.
they just had another hearing. They're having another one next month. Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm looking. In my opinion, I think that their civil suit will be settled within this year of 2023.
Okay. Wow.
I'm not. I'm not an
Yeah.
attorney, a judge, or anything like that. I'm an ex felon, if anything. Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
just in my opinion
Yeah.
of comparing things, I think it'll be settled within the year, if not a year. Type thing.
That's going that right there. They got to be careful the way they sue that, because that can, if it ain't brought up right, it can be by the case being closed. If they get witness and stuff like that, they gonna need a lot of proof and evidence.
Well, what they're suing for, they only need proof of negligence,
They
and
got
there's
to
there
prove
is
that
proof
though.
of negligence. There is proof of negligence because they didn't have the kitchen secured. to prevent anybody from going in there.
And then
Obviously, you didn't have it secure. You got footage of her walking in there, so there's your proof right there. And then if they want to, how far they want to push it. Well, according to your surveillance footage, she walking all over the place that she ain't supposed to be at. So you
I got a
obviously ain't got shit
question.
secure down there.
Now
Uh huh.
they had cameras on that particular hallway where she got out the elevator, but they didn't
The
have
lower
no
level,
camera.
yeah.
They didn't have no camera up on the ninth floor or
No.
the 11th floor.
Okay, this is the reason why they don't have cameras up there on those floors is because when that hotel was built, that hotel was constructed with narrow halls. They're not that wide. Like some of your hotels, they have like really wide halls to where the room across the hall is kind of way over there. These hallways are very narrow. Any place that you would have put a camera in that hallway or even by the elevators, anywhere, at any time that anybody opened a door, they're opening the hotel's taking a chance on getting sued for privacy liability because
Let me ask you
that
something. Is that really a
the hall
five-star
is so
hotel?
narrow.
Uh,
Huh? What did you
is
say?
that really, that's a 5-star hotel?
No,
I ain't think so.
no. It
I
might
knew
be a
it was.
4-star. It might have made it to a 4-star now that they replaced all that dirty ass carpet they had all up in there.
The profanity,
Because
honey.
they did replace the carpet finally. I think that was in 2021 or something like that. They did
Mm,
replace the carpet, but the looks of that carpet, they lucky if they got a 3-star shit.
I
That was
knew
some
that wasn't no
dirty ass
five
carpet.
star. It didn't look
No,
like
people
it.
5-star because they just heard the name Crown Plaza.
No.
There's other Crown Plazas that are 5 stars. Not that doesn't
Yeah.
mean that all of them's 5 stars. Hell, there's Motel 6 that can be a 5-star. It's not going by the name; it goes by that specific hotel and what they have to offer.
Yeah.
Like the DoubleTree. I think it's the DoubleTree. Down in off the coast in Texas. When my brother-in-law was working with the Blue Angels in the Navy, they had an air show down there, and he had VIP tickets. So we went down there with them and met him down there, and they had all the airmen staying at the DoubleTree, but that
Mm.
DoubleTree was fancy, fancy. Like I know you was paying a couple $1,000s a night type of fancy per room for
Mhm.
a plain room. You know, this
And then I
DoubleTree
knew
that
it
they
had
got.
to be kind of. I knew that hotel wasn't about nothing because it's too much noise. You having a hotel party and
Hmm.
all that noise. I'm in there sleep and you got all this
They make
noise.
their money because of the airport being right there. And what they do is okay, they got all those rooms for people to rent out for meetings, conventions and stuff like that, okay? But
Hmm.
then also every time the airport has a layover for a flight, if
Hmm.
it's more than I think it said I read somewhere more than like 3 hours was going to be the layover, the airport actually gives out vouchers to the guests to go stay in different hotels, and it's the Crown Plaza, the DoubleTree, the one on the other side of the DoubleTree. There's like 5 of them right there, and they give out
Hmm.
these vouchers because what happens is the guests don't get to go stay at that hotel for free. When the hotel collects that voucher, the
Uh-huh.
voucher they collect the money from the airport, but they give them a discounted rate because of it. They're going to get a lot of guests from them, that type of stuff. And so what looking at it from a marketing point of view, if we treat these guests good, the next time when they come to the area and they don't have a layover, but they just need to rent a room, they're going to rent with us because we treated them good when they came and they got this free room from the airport. That's a marketing technique. So, but that's where they make a lot of their money too.
Wow. But Chloe, if you want this, okay, for this case, if they can change everything about this case, what would you want to see change?
What do you
If
mean if they could change
anything
something?
happened in this case, what would you want to see change?
How do you mean though?
Wait, let me see. like
G-
like this is
Give me an
like
example. What you talking about?
okay, say like the case, right? How if anything you want, what is it that you want to see differently happen in this case? Cause it was a lot. It's like a different division, like different.
I think the biggest mistake that was made was that they let the public actually have access to the case file.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But I understand why they did it.
Why they
They
did it?
did it because they wanted to be transparent to the public because the public acting like it was such a big conspiracy. So they thought that they were doing a good thing. Now, what I was live about last night with
Hmm.
the cop that with those two guys that disappeared or whatever, that
Hmm.
those cases is put in on the same way, just like Kanika's case. You can go there and you can download all the polygraph test, the radio calls, all the statements, things like that. It's not,
Hmm.
it doesn't have as much stuff as the Kanika case because this was back in 2003 and 2004. But
Uh-huh.
it's, for us, we were all like, who does that? Who releases it? Well, apparently there's a lot of places that do release the whole
Yeah,
case file like that. We just don't know because we've never experienced it.
that's
Now that
right.
we've experienced it, we kind of keep our eyes open. And when I saw that, I was like, damn. And that's, so I showed that on my live. I was like, so for those of y'all that say that, that other people don't do that, they do it. And of course, most of us didn't know nothing about no Freedom of Information Act request, nothing. Since then, I can't even tell you how many FOIA requests I've done with other cases
Hmm.
to try to get the information just so, either for me to make a videos about it or for me just out of my own curiosity, because I've got Zach's case file. I've got, um, let's see, uh, damn, I've got FBG Duck's case file. I got King Bond's case file. I've got over, what is it, 1,984 like incident reports and case files and stuff like that. They're not all big like Kanika's, but it's, the police report, the incident report. Some of them have like 3, 4, 5, 600 pages to it, that type of thing. Now I can go back and I can request other things like body cam footage, stuff like that. But it's just whatever it is that I want, that I know that they're going to give me. And sometimes it's free. A lot of times it's free, but sometimes I have to pay money for it too. And then
Okay.
every county's got different laws and different rules. Like some counties, they'll give it to you free if you come pick it up in person,
Hmm.
which to me, they email it out. So I don't understand what the big deal is, why you want to charge me money just for putting it on an email. But that's what they do, you know.
Sandraville, she got one of your video on her channel. She got sometimes Teresa has a mole, and sometimes she doesn't. And Shamaya also will be one of your folks.
I just gonna bite my tongue. It ain't one of my people's. Nope, it is not.
Because I see your video
Nope,
on her channel. But
nope.
okay, Sandra, I don't know what you want me to say right there. Sometimes, oh, she just saying that sometimes she has a mold and sometimes she don't. Maybe she
Mm.
drew a mold on. I don't
But
know.
sometimes I feel like a nut, and sometimes I don't.
This,
Ah,
yeah.
I need me some chocolate. That's what's wrong with me. I need some chocolate and a cappuccino.
I
Where's my
had
can?
cappuccino downstairs, but I got some coffee too.
What time is
I
it? It's
got
2 o'clock in the
some
morning. Well, it's 3 o'clock your time down.
but I ain't got to get up in the morning. Well, I'm trying to enjoy the look, trying to
No,
enjoy the
Teresa does not have a twin brother.
Oh, didn't Teresa have a twin brother?
Yeah,
No, I
brothers
never.
and sisters that they look alike, but that's only because they got the same parents. But they're not twins. That's just
Yeah.
things that people on the internet have said.
Oh, that's
No,
the
she
first
does
time
not
I
have a
heard.
there's no transgender sibling either.
Mhm.
They got a lot of different baby daddies, but that's about it.
Hey, did she? How many children she had?
What?
How many children did she have?
How many children did Teresa have?
Yes.
She gave birth to 3 kids from 2 baby daddies, and she's never been married.
Okay. Well, I ain't talking about all that part. I'm talking about she had 3 children.
She has Leonora from one man, and she has Kenny and Kanika from another man.
Yeah, I don't need to know all that about the daddies. Long as 'cause they all hers. Okay, so she have two
That
girls
they
and
they
one boy.
came from her womb,
Okay.
not out of anybody's backyard.
Oh, you a mess.
Hey,
Um,
I'm just
wow,
making it very clear.
you made it clear too.
I actually got the court records where they I guess she went for child support or whatever. So they were doing the DNA test and whatever it is that they do. It
Mhm.
that says you are the father. Yes.
I
So
wonder
yeah,
why they look. What you think about these scratch marks on her face?
I don't see scratch marks. Everybody else says they see scratch marks. I don't see scratch marks.
Okay, well, these
I
marks
see
on her.
something white on the side of her cheek there that looks like some, when somebody slobbers or something. But I know
I,
she ain't slobbered because that wasn't there when she was in the freezer. But to me, that's not a scratch.
but you think that's slow?
No, I don't think it's slobber, but I don't think it's a scratch either. I think it could have been anything with the chemicals that they're putting in and out of her. Because if you ask your friend, I know that they do it right there by the collarbone where that
Hmm.
artery comes down.
And
I
they
don't know.
put it.
I don't know
Oh,
what it
okay.
is. I
And
don't think
it's
it's a
up here
scratch.
too. It's up here.
If that was let me put it this way, for me to see that as a scratch, it would have had to been there before because to me it looks like a scratch that healed and it's a scar, but it wasn't there before, so obviously it's not a scratch.
So
That's the
it's
way I look
all
at it.
right here in the mouth. Scrape. Look like it's scraped. They
Well, her lips look very dehydrated,
look more than dehydrated.
but you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
again, how your lips gonna look when your body's been drained and filled back up and
Not like
it's
this.
been I don't know because
All depends on her
I
body.
didn't get to see the bodies in between. I just saw the before and the after. You know,
Mhm.
right here, what we're looking at is it in the middle.
I'm looking at it on them lips.
Who that? Who that? I seen her on Facebook.
Oh, that lady.
Yeah.
Mm, poor baby. Got no friends. Mm, mm, mm.
But yeah, because Boss Blake has got me to zoom in all over her face. You don't see those scratches? Nope, I don't see no scratches. But a
It's
lot of
some
people
right
think
here.
that white mark is a scratch. But to me, if anything, it would be a scar, but it wasn't there before, so it's not a scar.
It's a, it's a script. It's something right here. It's something right here. Here, here.
I just
And
really want to ask
traces.
why?
I
Why?
don't
What
know.
does it matter? What
What
does
does
it
it matter?
matter?
It doesn't matter, do
No,
it?
no. I'm just Lenita. When your
Mm-hmm.
friend does the makeup and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
would it seem reasonable that she would lay something down like that so that way the makeup wouldn't get all over everything else?
I have to ask her. I don't know. I have to ask her about that.
Because
I wish she could. I
I'm
don't
thinking
know.
about like when they cut your hair, stuff like that.
Yeah, but
To me, that's what it reminds me of.
that right there. I'm not gonna even touch it because I don't want to get the information out wrong. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I'm just saying that
I
that's
will.
what it reminds me of. The way that because it goes up behind her hair and everything. So to
I
me, it
have
just looks
to
like
ask
that they're
her.
protecting whatever they're laying on.
I would. I
I
would.
just I don't understand what the because to me that pattern almost looks like the gowns or whatever, but it could be a sheet or whatever. And then there's a one behind her head that looks like lines, stripes. But to me, again,
That's
it's
an
just
old
protect.
fashioned. That's an old fashioned.
Don't be saying old fashioned because I got some sheets like that, okay? And I am not old fashioned. I can
That's
even
some
do some
old
cross
fashioned piece.
stitching, okay? I do needlework too. I can crochet too. Bet y'all didn't know all that. I can do a double stitch crochet.
Okay. Ma'am.
When my youngest child was born, I refused to let her come out until I was finished with her baby blanket.
Oh,
I did. I made her a little beanie and a little baby blanket,
I
and
used
I
to
was still
love
working on the border
crochet.
of the blanket. And she's like, I was already going into labor, and I was like, oh, let me hurry up. Shit.
Yeah, that's good. It kept me occupied. Okay, well,
All right, lady, I'm gonna go
I
back to
really
doing my thing.
appreciate you though. I appreciate you coming and speaking out. Uh, about the yeah, everything matters. Sandra, everything matters in this situation. And everything matters when it
Well,
comes
where's
down.
my paycheck? That matters.
What paycheck?
They said I got paid $10,000. You know, that's only $2,000 a year. That's some cheap wages.
You got paid for what?
I don't know because I'm an agent. Whatever they said I got paid. Hell, I get paid more than that on YouTube. And I
Wow.
don't get paid on YouTube. Can you imagine that? $2,000 a year, 5 years,
$2,000 a
make
year.
$10,000. Knowing my ass was working every single day. That ain't nothing for $2,000. That's what, $3 a day? I could have been out there begging for more money than that. They just funny out here in this world.
Okay.
All right, lady.
Okay.
Be nice to my dog.
I am. He sleep.
All right. Bye.
All right. Okay. Y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Your opinion is your opinion and your thoughts and thought. But I can drop the link if somebody else want to come up and speak their own opinion. I can't negotiate with you and stuff. I can listen to you. But everything matters, like you said, Sandra. Everything matters. Everything. Anybody else want to speak their mind or their opinion? You are welcome to do that, y'all. For some reason, I don't know why I got a little headache. I just dropped the link. Anybody else want to speak their mind and their opinion on this case? Anything they want to discuss is this. Speak your mind. Speak your mind. Speak your mind. Cause like you said, everything matters. Mhm. You're quite welcome, ma'am. Anybody else want to get up here and speak their mind? I would like, what I would like for a lot of y'all to do is to speak our mind instead of typing your mind. Cause I can't understand typing. I can understand you speaking. When you speaking, it makes sense. But when you typing it, I mean, speak your mind. Speak your mind. And it's no right or wrong. I'm not going to disagree with you. But anybody want to come up? The link is right there. Speak your mind, like we just did. It is. We didn't say right or wrong. Everybody just speaking their mind. So anybody want to come up? Talk about anything. The picture, anything concerned that you have in this case matters. But if we can get most people to talk about it and be about it, y'all can come up if you want to. And you notice something about Kanika Jenkins case, y'all. Kanika Jenkins case is not a debate. It's your opinion. Your opinion is your opinion. Your opinion is your opinion. And like if everybody was right about Kanika Jenkins, they'll get it right. Ain't nobody got it right yet. But the main thing is, what was that? It shouldn't have closed. That's the main thing. They should have been fighting back then to keep it from closing. They fixed the case where it could close. Case not supposed to be closed like that. When I first heard it was closed, I was like, oh, this case closed? These people didn't talk up for her in Chicago. So, you know, sad, man. Somebody else want to hit the link? Speak your opinion. Speak your mind. 'Cause I can't talk for it. I just go by what I'm looking at. You know, it's a lot of stuff I'm looking at. Family of drunk 19-year-old. Why would they put that in the news like that? See, I got issues with stuff like that. Family of drunk 19-year-old who died of hypothermia in suburban Chicago walked in Freezer Sue's hotel where she died for 50 million. That's the total is 50 million. After she divided into all them different places. Civilians see video. They don't care about us. Sandra, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. People don't realize it been like that, but they just start paying attention now. See, older school realize that, but younger school don't really got to realize that one day. They got to realize that one day. When it come down to women, black women like that, they don't. Ain't no use of us pretending that they do. I'm not gonna pretend that they do, but they don't. They don't. So you sure make sense right there. That's the saddest part. And it's getting worse and worse. That's right. It's getting worse and worse. It's getting worse and worse. It's just coming out. People don't realize situation, and it hurts me. It hurts me for that to happen to y'all. I'm not discriminating. 'Cause I got a lot of white friends and stuff like that. I'm not discriminating. It's just it's sad that it's our people won't speak up for her. I mean, it's for not just for her, for a lot of us black women. And it been like that, y'all. It been like that. It used to be time when they had women in sports, period, with women. They didn't even want women to do sports. They didn't want to get women no attention in sports. They were treated different than men, and then too we had to fight for that. I had to do a research paper on that. Women in sports should have got attention, but we wouldn't. They didn't want us to do the same jobs they have. It's a different in women, y'all. When you look at these cases, when it comes to these female cases, they don't get the same attention than a male case, y'all. I'm not discriminating. I'm just telling the truth. Women cases don't get that attention. Either they got to be this, or either they got to be that. It's got to be something negative about the woman. They got to be half naked when they show the picture. That's why it takes my heart when I see a girl, a young girl, something happened to a young girl, and on the picture they show of her with no clothes on. You know, like with Kanika, they show her with the bra thing on, as if that was bad. No, we did that. What we had is like a shirt like that. Everything ain't bad about what a woman put on. Woman should be able to put on whatever she want to put on. But in this case right here, there's no way in the world that where she from didn't do nothing about it, but then they want to talk about it. Want to talk about Kanika, but they don't want to. They didn't want to be about Kanika, but they want justice for Kanika. That's what I don't understand. That's Oops. Okay. Hold up, y'all. Let me see something. I like to caught me in my butt take soup. Okay, here we go. They so young. They so young. Young folk going through this. That's so sad. I hate to see a young girl die like that, you know. Everybody got on that. Where was her friends? Where was her friend? Mm, 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 mm. I hate to see a mother have to bury her child. A mother had to do it. See, you know what, Miss Teresa asked for help from the community. That was one of the things she did. She asked for help. And did she get help from the community? It is. She didn't get help. Did she get help? She asked for help. She didn't know people gonna go against her. She asked for help. And people ended up going against her. That lady had breast cancer, man. That ain't even nothing to play with. She ain't even supposed to be out, even if it was a month. Even if it was a month ago, it's still that it's what she was going through. She thought that people were gonna help her, but they hurt her more than they helped her. That's the sad part about it. She ain't in her right mind. That lady wasn't even supposed to be outside. She wasn't even supposed to be out her bed. I don't care if it was a month ago, y'all. It was breast cancer. It ain't gonna heal. Everything gonna heal in 1 month. Jesus. She wasn't even supposed to be at that hotel. You know, y'all got to realize she was taking medicine, strong, powerful, strong medicine. Y'all see it right here? She ain't got to lie, nothing like that. That lady don't even supposed to be. She wasn't even supposed to be out there in that hotel. She said she was taking advantage of other activists. This protest is over. See, they will take. See, Miss Teresa had no business out there. She said that the protester, she declared the protest for her daughter to be over on a Facebook Live broadcast Sunday. See, Miss Teresa didn't want confusion, y'all. When it came down with her for her daughter, she wanted justice for her daughter, and it turned out a mess. That's what her situation for her daughter. She didn't want it to turn out like this. Inviting a community to help assist her with her daughter, a female, just a girl, she didn't get it. She didn't get it. She didn't get it. They disappointed her. And that's sad. That's very sad. She did everything right. And folk were greedy for money. That's sad, that woman. Let me hear what she got to say right now. I'll never forget this.
Hey, Laugh. I just want to tell y'all that I apologize. This protest for the protest. I thank y'all for all y'all help. Also, I wanted to let y'all know, for those that supported me, if you've been harmed or hurt in any kind of way or misled in any kind of way, please forgive me. I found out 2 days ago that it was funds collected for the protests. I thought people was doing it at the kindness of their heart, but I guess everybody has an agenda. I did not mean for nobody child to get hurt or misled or anything in order to find out the justice for my child. I heard about the protest today. I'm sorry I'm not there. I never meant for no harm. Only thing I asked God for was help. But I guess the devil do come in sheep clothing. Y'all, for the ones that use my child name in vain, just to profit off of it, in whichever way, for the publicity, for the media, and all that. Y'all, when y'all told me that 2 days ago, when I found out that money was being collected, it was funds available for this protest, and y'all said y'all got money left over. It might be about 2,000. I never knew how much it was in the first place. I told y'all to keep it until this protest is over. You know what? The protest is over. I see y'all was in cahoots with that hotel. Y'all want to be a sellout. Y'all hotel people, if y'all listening or y'all looking, y'all might have won now, but God has the last say so. It hurt to know how y'all could use God's name in vain. I want justice, but to see another child get hurt or misled or misused and abused because of my justice, I told y'all I was never selfish. I forgive y'all. I forgive y'all. This only the beginning. Everybody holiday, what they fuck Kanika, justice for Kanika. They had it in the agenda in the first place. So I'm ending y'all agendas that's not righteous towards my child. For y'all that meant it, and I felt a whole lot of love out there. I felt a whole lot of love from the people that did mean it.
She
They
crying,
came all the
guys.
way to Chicago. They had never met me, had never met my child. I thank y'all. But all y'all so-called activists fight for rights, want peace, you want justice, I'm gonna pray for y'all souls. They get up on these things hollering, hoo, praising the Lord and all that, and y'all not meaning it from the bottom of y'all hearts. Y'all doing it just for fame, and I guess I see fortune too. Go burn that boy out that just got locked up. Y'all got that money. Do it. I told y'all to save that money, whatever y'all had left, because I never knew about it in the first place. Go do what's right. I don't have no funds. I never received funds. I don't know what. I didn't care. It wasn't about no money in the first place. And for y'all to sit up here and use my daughter's name in vain, Lord, I'm going to pray for y'all souls.
She asked for help.
I appreciate the ones that meant it from the bottom of their heart. I thank y'all. I love y'all. Only thing I ask y'all that truly meant it, without shape, form, or fashion, keep on praying for me. And watch what God do. Watch what God do. It's okay. I know y'all have children. I know y'all have family. And I know just because certain things happen, my daughter not here with me, but y'all babies there with y'all.
Praise God.
Take care of y'all babies.
Is she right? Hey,
God got this.
Charlize. Amen.
He told me he had it in the first place. He gonna continuously have it. I love y'all.
That's a strong woman.
And they say it don't matter what
That's
they
a
say.
strong
I know
black
what God
woman.
say. Any person that carried the baby for 9 months,
Thank you.
they can understand what I'm talking about.
I can.
I ain't here for no shape, form, or fashion. And those who truly know Teresa know, I don't need no show to do what I do, to do me, to continuously on being me. Love you too. I love y'all. And like I say, I thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate y'all.
That's a beautiful woman. Y'all, I just don't
I
understand
appreciate y'all.
how anybody can say that she don't care nothing about her daughter.
Keep praying for me
That's
as I pray for y'all. In the mighty name of Jesus.
She sure have. She's a strong woman, honey. She's a strong woman. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how they feel about it. About her, this is a strong woman. And they said that Jennifer said that says the donation went on transportation, food, and legal expenses for the protesters. Dog, they was in Chicago. They need a transportation. She sure did. That lady right there, man. I don't see how people said that she killed her own daughter. She knew about it. To each his own. Everybody got their own opinion. I just don't see it. She's a strong woman, honey. I never met this woman before. When I first heard it about this case, I said, "Where the mama at?" I said, "Well, mama at?" And everybody, ain't nobody saying nothing nice about her mama. I said, "Well, mama at?" Now, when I hear platforms saying this lady had cancer, y'all, she ain't gonna talk right when she ain't gonna talk right where she at no hotel. She don't even supposed Miss Teresa wasn't supposed to be out there. She wasn't even supposed to be out the bed. Yes, Zahari said Jed rented a bus to give folks ride from Chicago to Rosemont and back. Oh, okay, so I don't know how to uh thing here, but this here, but still Miss Teresa don't want confusions like a boy, like she was saying, the dude got locked up. Don't nobody, if anybody get locked up, you supposed to take that money to get them folks out. That's what a protest for. Whoever over the thing supposed to take the money and get the people out of there. Yeah, help them out of jail. I don't care who it is, they supposed to help them get out. So it's gonna take a lot of money, but it was a lot of confusion too that she had to deal with them folks. It is a lot in this world you wouldn't believe, but the rabbit hole goes deeper. They all knew it's a big trafficking ring there, and the police are involved as well. Okay, yes, it was P. Rico, and they did bail all the protests bailed out. hmm It, it just Miss Teresa did a lot. Hey, God, she's strong. She's strong. And y'all, as a mother, I'm not taking up for her, but as a mother, it seemed like she didn't have enough people to. She thought the folks were going to stand by her, people to stand by her, but people was against her. Her, it's her daughter. It's not our daughter. It's her daughter. She want to get justice. So using the community to get justice for her daughter failed her. And like you said, Vit Space, it's a lot in this world you wouldn't believe. It's a lot in the world you wouldn't believe. But it's a sad how this they let this shake I from the community's expected failed Teresa. community aspect, they failed Teresa. Yeah, they failed her. Shoot. All them rappers there. And the gangs and all that, and gangs work with the police. Y'all already know that. We ain't gonna pretend. But this shouldn't have happened. This shouldn't have happened. Y'all, the whole thing shouldn't even happen. The keys should have been in my hand. I should have been the keys. The keys wouldn't have never left that hotel. The keys wouldn't have left out of that room. The keys would have never left out that room without me. You ain't about to take my keys and go be gone along with my keys. I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that. Where are you? You got my keys. Where are you? Shoot. What you doing going on anyway?
How everybody doing today? How is everyone doing today? Earlier today, I seen the live of Irene Roberts. We all seen the MTV clip special of Kanika Jenkins. And when we hear the name Kanika Jenkins, there's a lot of speculation around that case. There's a lot of mystery around that case. It's a lot of he say, she say. It's a lot of internet detectives. It's a lot of pretty much everything. It was a powerful movement when it lasted. But sadly, we let friction between us, the people, get in between, and it caused us to fall back off this case. And it's like when every time someone mentioned the name Kanika Jenkins, that's when people invest their time into hearing what really happened to Kanika Jenkins and their perspective and thinking what this person is saying is true. It's always stories. Those stories be false. The only people who know the real stories was the people that was there. So what I'm going to tell y'all is this. Y'all all remember when Zach TV first interviewed Irene. She looked it down. She wasn't speaking as much. She looked scared, terrified. You can tell in her face. Now, this new live I've been sharing to foreign people inboxes. I had a supporter of mine send it to me, so I shared it with everybody who wanted it just as well as the Monifa live. Y'all all synced it. Y'all all, whoever synced it, they synced it. Now she telling shit. It's like when they heard about the MTV having a special on Kanika Jenkins, they got spooked. Shit is starting to be said now. Now people starting to talk, is what I should say. People are starting to talk now. So I'm glad when Monifa made a response to respond to Irene. She was saying they was friends for 12 plus years, blase, skippy, blase. We all know that you was going to say that. But we could tell the pressure is now being on y'all. Y'all telling on each other. Irene said Monifa loved the clout. She doing it for the clout. Monifa say I'm doing it for the clout because I seen the ass on the green line and I posted a stat on it. You be taking pictures of me. I don't know what you do with them pictures. Even if you don't take pictures of me, it's common sense when you look at a person and you don't like them. Why is your phone camera pointing at that person? And I've been talking to, a relative of mine. I didn't know. I felt that was related to, Kanika's side of the family because, her cousin is my cousin. So it's like we've been politicking. And, it's like this. The pressure is on. They telling on each other. Monifa, you definitely doing it for clout. You be selling your Snapchat pages. You sell anything you get your hands on. Yes, you do got a tattoo of
Thank you,
Kanika name, but
Sandra.
anybody could play that role. Anybody could play a good actor. Anybody could act like that they're a friend. Anybody can even help you with what they stole from you. They can help you find the shit. If that person helping you the most, you know they stole it. You all about the clout. And I don't care what your little fan base, whoever you got, say about it. Because look at them. Just look at them. Irene went from being scared to talk about it. Now she talking about it. Monifa always been talking.
But you know what? That space. You like me. If I was back there, I didn't understand why that. See that to me allegedly that I wouldn't have got in this case if I deal with rappers and I deal with street dudes. I wouldn't have never handled this case because now he getting involved and he know too much now. So that he didn't need to be involved. He didn't need to cover this case because he put himself in a situation because he deal with people in the game. And you're right. He should have left it alone. He should have left it alone, but due to the fact that he deal with gang members, he deal with guys. He should have stepped back. I don't understand why he didn't drop back. Yes, he did. You can't do that. You can't. You cannot mix streets with certain things. See, but if he was MGT 10-5 Goontown GD, it's still he shouldn't have got involved with this case. That's what I'm saying. He shouldn't have got involved in this case. Period. When he kept saying, I'm gonna drop it, I'm gonna drop it, I'm gonna drop it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. It's not a joke. This case is not a. This case wasn't a joke, and I don't want to get to know him. I didn't know him, but I seen him doing other gangs video, and he was all in it. And I was like, why he leave that from helping the gang get noticed to in this? He should have left this alone, not regardless of what he was thinking, because he dealing with. Yeah, it's kind of hard. I can't explain it. I can't. But I'm like, well, he said, I understand who Space talking about where he's going with this, you know.
Talking about it. But what she been doing in the mix of talking about it, getting drunk, doing what she do. She glad she a ho. That's on her. I don't give a fuck about it. But she also flashes money. What is that? Clout chasing, right? When you flash how much money you making and keep saying some rest in peace to your friend, is you really doing it for your friend, or is you doing it to get more of what's in your hand? Because if you making that much money, why the fuck you working at Dunkin' Donuts? Why? And Irene, I don't got nothing against you, but why you ain't have that same energy when Zach TV interviewed you? That's all I want to know. I ain't a nobody. You don't have to respond to me, but I'm sure not just me, but the entire fucking world gonna want to know where was that energy when Zach was interviewing you. And it's fucked up that Zach can't speak about this case no more. Jay Money can't speak about this case no more. OTE Head can't speak about this case no more. Those three people who is legit on this case may have would have led us somewhere, got taken away from us the same exact fucking way. They died in a car around some people. That could be a conspiracy theory. Y'all can take it how y'all want to take it, but that's just so that's too weird. If you ask me, that's just too weird. These three people who was on it when it came to getting justice for Kanika may have been closer than you think that they got taken away the same way. J Money, he was in the car with his baby mama. People say his baby mama set him up for the money. OTE Head, he was in the car with his girl. It might be conspiracy theories going on that OTE Head family think that his girl set him up because he gone, she not. J Money gone, she not. Zach TV got shot. He was in the car with people. It could have been a conspiracy theory, but it is what it is. Those cases line up the same. So then people from around the world that's not in Chicago look at Chicago and they want to play detectives. They want to play First 48. They want to play Let's Solve This Case.
Don't go nowhere.
When the case was already
Don't go nowhere. It's getting good now.
It was already solved.
Well, I know. Chloe, don't go nowhere.
From the beginning, what I have been saying, the friends,
the Kanika videos, telling you what I know for a fact. I don't have to give a book. I'm not here to force you to believe me. But if you think that Zach was killed by those who admit them, you believe that that's your choice, right? But we all know around here and what happened. I have known that from before Kanika was still alive.
The setup and the hotel covered it up. Who are the friends? Who had control of the hotel? This shit coming into the light now.
Right. Y'all both
y'all
be right.
Spooked. Y'all shook.
Y'all both
that MTV
right
on this now.
Ways.
So now y'all finna go on live to make a big deal out of it and snitch on each other. And that's giving y'all even more attention because that's what you want, Monifa. Even
See,
more.
When you in the city, and like you said, if you in the city, you know. If you in the city, you know. I'm not about to say I'm out the city. I don't know. So that's how I can listen to people because I'm not in the city.
Attention. You like that shit. Irene can be telling the truth. But at the end of the day, Irene, you're hypocritical. Why you ain't just let Nika stay in that room? Why you ain't drop her off? When Monifa came and told you she just kept partying because she was drunk, what does that tell you? That's your friend for 12 plus years. And if Irene True,
it'll come out one day.
Where they do that at? You want to just think about just getting drunk. You thinking about these niggas you around because they got money and shit. So you just want to keep on getting drunk. And you said, yo, lie, I like to get drunk. That's not even cute. What type of friend are you to say that's been your friend for 12 years? You've been in Kanika life before Irene and then turn around and say you just like to drink. After Irene said your ass literally stayed in that damn room and continued to party. What does that tell us about you? Tell me.
I feel like if Kanika had other friends in there, they had the funeral together. They could have made her stay in the room. But like you said, it's deeper than what it is. Why? Why was she out? Everything happened the way it did. It ain't just happen like that for nothing. And turn around, the uncle got killed.
Could be wrong. Please don't send nobody to kill me. Please don't send your little boyfriends to shoot me or jump me or try to kill me. Please don't get rid of me.
Live in New York. But what he said, I think what this person's saying, Chloe, is that And and it's their opinion. You know how I feel about people speaking their opinion. That he is Zach knew a lot. Zach knew a lot between cities and stuff. He knew a lot. Men they know a lot. He knew a lot. And I was at yeah, in New York. But he knew a lot about Chicago too. He knew a lot about Chicago. I was there, had it not even touched this case. I just stayed helping them young folk because now I'm putting myself in another direction. When I came out of this here and I came over here, now I'm involved in who the people don't even know though, but I'm involved. I'm surrounding people that might have something to do with this. This,
Sorry, I can't
everybody's
stop
opinion is
myself
their
from
opinion.
speaking what I see, and that's facts. I'm sorry, I'm not brainwashed anymore. I'm sorry that all I want is justice for Kanika, because Mama Teresa shouldn't have to go through this fucking shit. She literally took y'all girls in as her own. And now look at what's going on. And I know she synced them videos of Irene and Monifa going back and forth. And I know she know is more to what the fuck they saying, and it's starting to come out.
And that's what this person just said. That's what this person just said in the chat. Said the same thing this young man just said. I'm not finna go back and forth with a commenter. He was here before anywhere else alive. Anywhere else, like I said, not focusing anything on you, but your point isn't valid with people who knew. You understand what they saying, Chloe? Said before you understand what they saying? You don't want to understand.
It's too late now. The truth coming out. It's too late. It's too late to apologize. It's too late to even attempt to snitch on each other because we been knew this shit. We was just waiting on this shit to hit the atmosphere, and boom, that shit hit catastrophically. Just like a fucking the meteor that destroyed all of the dinosaurs. That shit hit catastrophically because now y'all hoes is telling on each other. Where y'all thought y'all was gonna go? How long y'all thought it was gonna be? A bomb could look up on the sandwich, and that's what Monifa did. The clout. Where y'all time is up, and getting justice for Kanika time is now. Finish sucking the dicks, doing the dicks, everything that y'all doing. Because soon, the truth is finna set us all free.
Whoa.
And we finally finna know what exactly happened to Kanika. Because not just us, the first person who needs to know what happened to Kanika Jenkins is Teresa Martin. Straight up. Y'all done pissed Irene off because of this MTV shit. She snitched on Monifa. I don't know how accurate it is, but obviously it has to be accurate because she sounded
Yeah,
mad.
he's saying
she
it for you.
I wish she sounded
He's
like this
it.
when Zach TV interviewed her.
He's
and I'm
saying
gonna
it
keep
for
saying
you.
that. Why she ain't had this same energy when Zach TV interviewed her? Then you got Monifa coming on smiling.
That's right.
Just smiling and yeah, y'all bitches that was my friend. I just like to drink. Make the shit even worse. Literally. Clout chaser, dick sucker. You can't do.
He said the same thing you said.
You good at clout chasing, but you're not good at sucking dick. What you're gonna be good at is facing this motherfucking time for the crime that y'all did. Now, before I get off this live, Drop them purple hearts. Justice for Kanika. Drop them purple hearts. Hashtag JFK. That's what I want y'all to do. Drop them purple hearts and put JFK. Because soon it's going to happen. Drop them hearts.
Yeah, I hear.
Drop them purple hearts.
Said the same thing.
JFK.
Like
I
he said,
yell
but
all up and down this motherfucking
but it'll
block.
come out one day.
Justice for Kanika. Wake up, Irene and Monifa. Ain't no sleeping for y'all hoes.
Oh.
Ain't no sleeping. Because just as much as this frustrates me, just as much as is my everything about what happened in Rosemont. Shit, every time I think about that shit, we all know what's been going on in Rosemont. We all know what I've been through in Rosemont, what everybody else been through in Rosemont. We deserve this. But most importantly, Mama Teresa deserved this. Unity. Drop them purple hearts, JFK. Let these two, Lord God, let these two continue to snitch on each other so we can get the truth. Praying, we all pray to God that they continue to snitch on each other so we can get the truth. Lord, please continue to let them snitch on each other so we can get the truth. I feel we are close to getting the truth. Lord, continue to let them snitch on each other so we can get the truth. Justice for Kanika. We deserve to know what happened to Kanika Jenkins. We know she did not walk in that freezer. We know that she did not lock herself in that freezer. We know that she did not purposely freeze herself to death. Lord, please help us see what really happened to Kanika Jenkins. Most importantly, Lord, make sure that first person who see that is Mama Teresa. I'm praying, continue to give that lady strength. Continue to bless that woman, Lord. Please continue to bless her as we get closer again, justice for her child. That's all I ask for. I'm not coming on here for attention. I'm not coming on here to make myself relevant. I'm not coming on here for no type of celebrity status. I'm coming on here because it's from my heart. I'm legit feeling emotional that I want to cry about this shit. We deserve to know what happened to Kanika Jenkins. This shit, all this shit we done been through with this case. This shit gotta come to an end, and these hoes is going to tell on each other. And I can't wait to hear the truth on what really happened.
Somebody
to her.
got to break.
The mama
Somebody go break.
Find out what happened to her first. Let this be a lesson to be learned. Let this be a lesson learned. Don't trust no one. If you was brought to this world on your own, you know you leaving this world on your own. So don't.
Whoo, child. Mm. Ooh wee. Dropping it or something happened to him. Okay. Okay. Y'all can't. They got to be careful, man. They got to be careful. Stirring ain't no joke. Mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. For service for her daughter, September 30th. Funeral, a quarter. Okay. It is not where I want her to be, but where God wanted her to be. Wow. It's not where I want her to be, but where God wanted her to be, in a safer place. That's what Mama said. She was here for just a moment. It was like a nightmare to lose you. And though she is in heaven, she isn't very far. She touched the hearts of many like only an angel can do. I would have held her every minute if the end I only knew. Wow. Who gathered at the house of the Hope Church? Mm. Mm. Okay. It was interesting. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, that was pretty. Mm-mm. Mm. Miss Teresa, a strong woman. And and that's what mamas do. They look out for their children. They do stuff on, you know, you know. Okay, y'all. I sure appreciate y'all being here. 'Cause trying to enjoy the end of my birthday, honey. It is over. It is over. You hear me? It's over. Let me see some, y'all. I want to look up some. Let me see some. What? Let me see. Kanika Jenkins. Uh, what happened to her brother? Not her brother. I ain't mean her brother.